Right, hello everyone. Welcome to our stream of John Carter of Mars. We are streaming at twitch.tv/adventurers wanted, and I'm Chris, and I'll be your games master for tonight. Excellent. So for those of you who have not played John Carter before, which I presume is most of you, as it's new, we are not playtesting, but giving this new, exciting RPG an airing today. So it uses Modifius Entertainment's 2D20 system, which some of you will have seen if you've played or seen our Star Trek games. Basically put, the players have character sheets in front of them that tell them a bit about who their character is and what they do. They have various stats. Those stats will let them, once they roll a couple of d20s, see how often they succeed at something, and the number of successes will allow them to either achieve something that is slightly difficult, or the more successes they need to roll. They can buy more dice to roll using momentum or luck, a resource they have in front of them, and I can make things harder for them with a resource called threat. I will explain what we're doing as we go along, as this is a new system and you're probably new to it as well, but hopefully we should be able to help showcase how fun, buzzy and exciting this system can be. And in general tabletop RPG terms, everyone is playing a character. I play everyone else. And I will tell them what's going on, they tell me what we want to do, and so on. So that is the structure of what we're doing here today. Splendid! I will talk a bit about the world and the story in a moment, but before we get there, some important AOB. Areas of business.
Oh.
I thought it was any other business.
What's area of Okay. I don't know. I'm not a business person. Look at my hair.
It's business.
It's business. Cool.
It's
Good.
Biz.
So before we kick off, the stream will run for approximately 3 to 4 hours, and there'll be a 10 to 15 minute break somewhere near the middle. We're delighted to be sponsored by D&D Beyond, who sponsor everything that we do here at Adventurers Wanted. They are a Dungeons & Dragons digital toolset, the official one, with a compendium of everything about the game. All the books are available in PDF and digital formats, including searchable monster lists and item lists, very useful if you're DMing on the fly, or if you're not DMing with a massive book in front of you, unlike today. I have a big book in front of me, which is good. It's excellent. There's also a Twitch extension, digital character sheets. Check it out at dndbeyond.com. Thoroughly recommended. We're also sponsored by Ultra Pro, who make dice bags and character wallets and that sort of thing. Where's my... There it is. This is Ultra Pro's Xanathar dice bag. It is a beholder dice bag with a zip in the bum that you can put all of your dice in. It is splendid. We're not putting one away on the stream today. That's specifically for a different channel. But this is available at Ultra Pro, so go check it out, and they have also lots of other lovely things that I can strongly recommend as other D&D paraphernalia. Other tabletop RPGs are available. Good. Lovely. Finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters with wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans-positive, and we encourage and champion trans players and characters in our games. The DM and players may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own, and we aim to avoid misgendering, but we do appreciate it sometimes happens. So if it does, we will have a policy for correction, which we'll be upholding. And if you notice anything that we have missed, please do let us know. Over Twitter, via the Twitch chat, anything. We are always happy to receive notes. With that in mind, I'm not going to introduce your characters yet, because I'd rather they came up as part of the first episode of this adventure. But could you please give your name and your pronouns, and I think we'll just start from there, starting far side of the table.
Hi, my name is Poe and I use they them pronouns.
Thank you, Bear.
I'm Rebecca and I use she her pronouns.
Hello, I'm Justin and I use he him pronouns.
I'm Toby and I use he him pronouns.
And I'm Chris and I use he and they pronouns. So, let's get started. You all live on Mars, or as it is better known by Martians, Barsoom. Barsoom. The dying world, as it is known, because not a lot of water, basically.
Lots of colours of hair.
The planet has been through turmoil over quite a lot of time when a human, or Earthborn as they are known here, hero, appeared out of nowhere and took a world that wasn't particularly brilliant and started to radicalise and modernise it. That was roughly 150 years ago in game terms. We are now way beyond that point. The adventures of John Carter and his friends, a thing of the distant past. Although people here seem to live a long time, so who can say? Who can say whether they might not turn up later in the adventure? But yes. At this point in Martian history, there are different species of Martian, different quite strong green or yellow or red skin tones, the red Martians being the most prolific. There are the occasional Earthborn hero, and also, as Earthborns can interbreed with Martians, there are some of the first generation of mixed heritage characters, so we have some players today playing mixed heritage Earthborn Martian characters as well. The world has become a lot safer than it used to be in Carter's day, although it is still a place fighting over limited resources, including air and water. So a lot of war, a lot of internecine conflict and things like that. However, the four of you have not experienced too much of this, as you all live in the rather prosperous city of Lesser Helium. Helium has been a red Martian city-state of quite some power for quite a long time, and over the years has been established as quite a stable city in a space that isn't always so. You all have various reasons for being there, we'll get to those one by one, but most of you are also here because you're tied into someone specific, a scientist called Nalan Tir, or Dr. Nalan Tir, if you will. Tir is an esteemed authority on ancient Barsoomian medicine, specifically around neuroscience and the brain. He and his daughters have been... Daughters? Apologies. His children, siblings, twins, boy and a girl. They have been working to try and find some reference. Mars is covered with old cities, very old, ancient cities, that have, through various means, been either abandoned or isolated and then lost. It's quite normal to find ancient ruins because there are also a lot of progenitor Martians that are long since gone. Dr. Tir believes he has discovered a city, Corvus, and that Corvus may hold the secret to some very important neuroscience he's trying to work on to help people with neurological conditions in a place that isn't always excellent when it comes to medicine. Now, he knows this might be a dangerous mission. He knows he may need some support in that. So the first person he needed was some muscle. Poe, would you like to describe your character and tell us who they are, or who he is, as they are walking through the streets of Lesser Helium, making their way to where Dr. Tir told you the ship you're going to be taking is being loaded?
So, Raz is of mixed heritage, Green Martian and also Earthling. So, not as tall as some Green Martians.
Green Martians can be up to like 10, 15 feet tall, but you're more like 7, 8.
7 sounds about right.
Yeah.
Green hued, but a bit of like a mixed green hue. 4 arms, the lower 2 arms a bit maybe less chunky, but he is like thick. Thick and muscular and dressed non-specifically but flamboyantly. There's a lot of colour, there's a lot of glitter, particularly around the eyes. And he kind of walks through the street with that cocky air of like, oh, I hope no one recognises me. So I'm walking, where am I going?
Are you trying to be recognised, or are you trying not to be recognised?
He'd like to be recognised. Like, he has a little mask, I think, like, in a side bag, and he's kind of pulling it out, kind of, like, fiddling with it, like, oh, I don't want anyone to see it, but I do a bit.
Okay, let's do our first roll.
Okay.
Can you roll me... what attributes would you like to use to make the common folk notice you as you walk through, showing off? Passion strikes me as an obvious one.
Yes. Yeah, I want to roll my passion.
Yeah, passion and something else.
Oh, passion and...
In this game set, the principle is that you have 6 stats, and you pick 2 of them to create a number you're trying to roll underneath. So 1's a good and 20's a bad.
Probably, like, empathy or cunning, right?
Passion and cunning implies a certain amount of, like, trying to get one over, whereas empathy might mean that you're generally like, I'm awesome and people should know that.
Used to understand and heal another. Used to apply forced. Used for attempts to lead, love, or entertain. Yeah, that's passion.
I think passion and empathy works for me.
Passion, empathy.
You can roll your 2d20. You're trying to roll only one success, so it is not as hard as one would think. What are you trying to go? What are you trying to go underneath? Fusing your passion and empathy.
So my passion is a 7, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to go underneath 7.
Passion and empathy. So what are the two of those added together?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
That's fine.
That's 12.
12. So you're trying to roll a 12 or under.
That's a 5 and an 11.
2 successes. Because you got 2 successes instead of just the one that you needed, you gain 1 momentum.
Can I
Nice.
just ask as well, what are the 2 stats individually that you were using?
I was using empathy, used to understand or heal another, and passion, used for attempts to lead, love, or entertain.
What are the numbers?
7 for passion, 5 for empathy.
So isn't it if you get
I was
under the
wondering.
lowest stat as well, that counts as 2?
Oh, did you roll under the
I
lowest?
well,
Well, it's
rolled
5,
5,
so it's
which is my
equal to it.
lowest stat.
Oh, yeah, so you've got 3 successes, which means you've got 2 momentum.
Oh, I'm hella right.
That's,
Now people need to start using momentum because I'm out of momentum cards.
and the chonker gets the chonky roll.
As you walk down the street showing off, why would they know who you are?
Because Raz the Earthquake Riot is a pro wrestler.
When you say a pro wrestler, you've been hired to work as a mercenary. Talk me through that.
Yeah, so the last couple matches haven't been great. And it's not that he's struggling to find work. You wouldn't want anyone to think he was struggling to find work. But he's kind of looking like, oh yeah, I'm doing some work for the people. So like, this is a research mission and I can use my talents to kind of help the sciences.
I mean, that sounds very much like some matches didn't go well and my manager told me get some good publicity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's not how he's gonna tell people.
Understood. So as you're walking through the street doing a bit of the flux and just a bit of the occasional like, oh no, I appear to have dropped my wallet.
Oh, no. Let me bend down and get it, and just like, my mask falls out my pocket, like,
Yeah.
oh no! Like,
And the shorts are quite tight. Like it's that
oh
like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
A couple people just feel like, I don't know. And there's a bit of backing and forthing around, and people around you have recognised you.
Yeah, I think I tell him like, oh no, please. I'm on my way for some important work. I couldn't possibly stop now.
No one's stopping you.
Yes, yes, in his eye. Raz Riot, the earthquake. But I must be heading on. But it's so good to meet so many fans of mine.
Because you roll quite high, there's a lot of like, yeah, nice.
Okay, fine. And he puts on the mask and he has a little pouch of glitter and he likes to be seen. Like, and the glitter really helps with that. No one's stopping me.
No.
Okay,
no.
I reluctantly make my way through.
Oh.
You do know that there is, as always, people when they notice you and encounter you, there is this like, yeah, Raz is cool. There is definitely like Raz is cool.
Yeah.
There's also still that slight vague, you're a green Martian. Like, green Martians, while all the other Martian species have interbred quite successfully, and green Martians are starting to integrate more, green Martians can't interbreed with other Martian races. But you are definitely a strange-looking green Martian. You are short for a green Martian. You are quite pale for a green Martian, and you are exceptionally strong. There's a interesting connection there with being Earthborn, partly, and people not quite knowing who you are, and you don't even know quite who you are. So there's an interesting vibe to it. This person's cool, but also this person's different, definitely. As you make your way towards the small hangar that you were heading towards, what you were told to go towards by Dr. Tyr, as you arrive, can you describe the ship inside the hangar, please? You need to describe the ship.
So so what it looks like is it's a fairly standard Martian airship, but it's perhaps seen better days. To the point of when this kind of first came out, it was probably a pretty top of the range model. And that was a long time ago. And it has had a lot of repairs done to it, including some that sort of slightly boggle the mind. You look at it and you're like, how is that still flying? And yet it seems to be completely...
Maybe it doesn't.
And it seems to be, and yet it seems to be completely intact. It's the kind of thing where it's got like a bit that's been like put on and then not painted, so it's still sort of grey. It's still got undercoat on it.
Nice.
So it's that kind of vibe. So it looks a bit like a bit of a piece of junk, frankly.
Does the ship have a name?
Oh, I did not think of that.
Who names the ship?
I think it's called the Sky Whale.
The Sky Whale.
Justin, of all of the different species that do exist on Barsoom that also exist on Earth, and there's a lot of crossover there, you know the one that doesn't?
I think that once read a book written by an Earthborn adventurer who came, which described whales and liked the idea of whales, like the sort of thought of them, and also thought that it was kind of an appropriate term for this ship. And so coined a new term.
There is some reference to Earthborn culture on Mars, though it tends to be quite scattered and quite not incorrect. Just like things are given greater prominence than.
Yeah, I mean, this book it was about this big grey whale called Toby Mick, and
Toby Mick.
Yeah, it was a
pirated copy.
Yeah, it was a reprint that had been translated, but like not well translated. Like it was an auto translator that sort of didn't really work
I'm
very well.
disappointed that it wasn't 20,000 Harrods under the sea. Martians have their own units of distance. We'll get to that.
Oh, good.
Right. Okay. You walk in and see this battered and bruised-looking ship in front of you. I mean, it's not something you would travel in.
Yeah, Raz is kind of looking around for his ship. I think he hasn't seen a picture of what the Sky Whale looks like. He knows it's called the Sky Whale. Would that be written anywhere on the ship? Like, you know how like some ships have like.
Yeah, I think it's been written at the front, and it was clearly like sprayed through a stencil. And there's like it was actually quite a nice stencil, quite nicely sprayed in kind of crisp white paint onto this grey undercoat. But like the stencil was taken away too quickly, and it's dripped in it. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Not badly, but just enough so that at a distance you're like, why? It feels like it's out of focus. And then you get close and you're like, oh no, it's drips.
Like a magic eye picture. Like,
is that what they're called?
Yeah, magic.
The ones where you're like, one of them.
As you step towards the Sky Whale, what are you doing, Captain?
I think so. On top of the Sky Whale, you see a sort of a red Martian, and as red Martian goes, a thoroughly unremarkable looking red Martian, like the kind of one who you'd probably forget after meeting them, and he's. Standing, just staring at part of the kind of engine machinery on the back, just staring at it, smoking a pipe, looking kind of a bit disappointed, just standing there like. And then looks down, picks up a spanner.
Roll for it.
All right, yeah. Well, because and this allows me to use one of my talents. So, utilizing my talent of what do you mean a piece of junk? I'm going to add 2 d20s to fix, and also as an airship pilot, I get to add another d20.
That's a max roll.
So I'm going to roll 5 d20s, and I am going to be using. I think probably reason and probably daring.
Risky. Yeah, this is risky.
Because it's risky, because I'm hitting an engine with basically a blunt object.
Most engines in this world don't necessarily run in the same way that engines that you know run. So there would be a certain amount of... It runs on a thing called the ninth ray. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have a sort of there's no smoking. It's more sort of like
yeah. So I think what I'm trying to do is realign kind of the systems within it. I'm trying to realign them because evidently the crystals have got out of alignment with the vibration. I need to give them a whack to get them back in line. And so if we're doing reason plus daring,
that's a really good roll.
Oh goodness me!
It would not be in D&D.
Yeah, I know, right? So reason plus daring is a sweet, juicy 16.
Under a 16 to succeed.
Yes, and I have rolled 2 9s, a 6, a 4, and a 1.
Okay, what's the lowest stat you're rolling with?
The lowest stat I'm rolling with is a 7.
Wow. Okay, so you've rolled 1, 2. Well, 1 is an automatic double success.
Yep.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 successes.
Yes.
Holy shit.
I like the idea. So if we can...
You
Just
did
to
it.
throw,
Just won the game.
No, just to throw a literal a spanner in the works. I feel like you can only use one talent at a time to do a particular
can you?
task.
Can you?
I think they stack. Otherwise it would be cruel. I'm not allowed to.
They
Really?
don't in the rule book.
Oh.
Well, in which case...
Well, allow me to remove one of them. Which one would you like to remove?
The highest, because
The
I'm
highest?
kind.
Okay. One of the 9s is gone. I've still succeeded 5 times.
I should have said that before you rolled.
I only use one talent at a time.
4, 6, 7 times.
You succeeded 7 times.
7 times, and 2 of them were under the lowest stat, and 1 of them was a critical success. In this game, 1s are good.
A new ship just like appears.
Well,
I quite like
Ferrari.
I quite like the idea that what happens is it's sort of like clonk, sort of beam of light kind of
Falcon.
effect. Yeah. No, this is the Karad Sky Whale. I think you'll find. Oh no, that's a unit of distance. Oh no, I mean in the Ord Sky Whale.
I heard you did the Kessel run in 15%.
Hang on. So it's called the Year Sky Whale.
Yeah. No, I was just doing a bit. It's called the Sky Whale.
Justin,
Yeah.
you have gained 6 momentum. I'm out of momentum cards.
I'll
so
just
you're
make a
taking
note.
you're taking some of my threat cards.
Oh,
There
great.
you go.
I've gained 6 momentum.
And as you can use them immediately if you like to
Make it fly better.
Make it better.
obtain unit motivation, improve quality of success. I tell you what, if you give me back 2 of them, I will say the ship gains something awesome that you didn't expect it to.
Great. It turns out it has a hidden laser cannon.
No, as you kick it,
Barsoom guns.
you've been working on this engine your entire adult life.
Yeah.
You bought this ship 35 years ago. It's still not right, but you're getting there. You're getting there, you know?
Yeah.
And you've kicked it a few times, you've bashed around a few times, and suddenly as you hit it with the spanner this time, something rather remarkable happens. It's based on alignments of crystals within, and as you whack it, suddenly there's like a bing, and you go,
I've done it.
holy shit, did it. It's been 35 years of my life and I've done it, did it. And the engine is now going to be about double the speed it would usually
Oh,
be.
great.
Your ship now has a civilian flyer purpose, so it gains momentum advantage against cargo vessels.
Great.
Oh.
And that, my friend, is permanent.
Amazing.
Nice.
So it's a civilian flyer now, and advantage, momentum.
You gain momentum advantage against cargo vessels if it comes up.
Momentum advantage
Basically, the ship is now faster and better.
versus cargo vessels.
So in the first roll of the game, you improved your ship dramatically.
I don't die instantly. And I have a relatively low passion score, so I think there's just a sort of
35 years. Splendid. As you look at this ship, it's suddenly it just looks better. It rights itself a little. It's sort of like there's a little like that looks like it has hidden talents. The first
The
thing
name was dripping, it's now immaculate.
so the kind of thing where you press the upgrade button and suddenly you get the gold bit.
it suddenly looks a lot better. Something about this ship suddenly has just become cleaner, more precise.
Raz is put a bit more at ease and turns to you and is like, "Hello, Raz Riot, the pleasure's all mine. Perhaps you could show me to my suite. This is the Sky Whale, correct?"
The ship's not huge. Like, there's barely enough space for 10 people on here. It is a cargo vessel, so there's lots of cargo room. But you're shouting up onto a deck, like it's. All right.
Well, I can show you to your quarters. You're going to be shared.
Of course! Shared with... Shared? Like, with other people?
It's usually what shared means, yeah. You coming up?
Stepping out of the gangplank, which opens out from the side of the ship, Dr. Tyr is walking out, and you can see there are lots of boxes around you. And with him is his son, Tyrol, who is looking slightly... Tyrol looks like he just got up. So, yes, I need you to... Can I get all of these? Oh, do I have to? It's just such a day. Yes. Yeah, Tyrol, this is important. I know, but... looks up and hello.
Hello.
The Earth.
Raz Riot.
Yes, you are
The earthquake. Raz the earthquake riot.
Yes, you're the.
Well,
looks slightly
I don't want to make a scene.
And
we all know who I am.
And next to him, his son goes, muscle.
Yes.
Great.
More than enough to go around. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Tyrrell.
The pleasure's all mine.
Yeah. Hey, good call. You can carry this stuff. Nice. You could be helpful immediately. Marvelous. Oh, my son's not having a fantastic day. If you would be so kind as to help us carry all these things inside, we're packing up and nearly ready to go.
Of course. I'm here to serve the people. Oh.
Right.
I
really just need these boxes picked up right now.
Yeah, Raz is wondering where the banners are. When celebrities go and stay at hotels and they get a cake with their face on it or whatever.
Just to be clear, you're not that famous, right? You're aware that
No!
you're not that famous.
Raz is not that famous. Raz, in his head, has a fan base.
Sure.
Okay. What am I lifting? What am I going to be? How am I going to be assisting on the scientific journey of discovery?
This is mostly equipment. We've got quite a lot of things that we're looking to take with us, just so we can set up a base camp and then do some
the
tests.
basis of discovery, helping from the ground up. I like it.
Sure.
What? I'll get to it.
Stop picking up boxes and moving them inside.
Yeah, I'll just do it.
Tyrrell watches you and doesn't help you unless you in any way change that situation. In the meantime, Dr. C sort of, great, good to have you on board, and turns around and walks back towards the ship.
Okay,
Tyrrell's sort of leaning against the side, just watching you.
Raz looks at this kid and is like, I'm going to turn this kid's life around.
Aww! This kid's like 22.
That's the best response in that situation. You're a better person than I.
Raz kind of looked at him and was like, you want to give your old pal Raz a hand?
We've just met.
I was trying to say something and then the words got jumbled. Yes, but we've introduced ourselves, so we're strangers no longer.
You've got a very positive attitude, haven't you?
A positive attitude is what gets you far in this life, kiddo. Never forget that. That's a tip from your old pal Raz.
Love
I think I'm older than you.
Raz puts down the crate and sits on it as a teacher would.
Oh no!
Is it like back of the chair?
This crate and a backrest.
Would a silly Billy sit like this?
Now look.
There's a roll here.
Oh goodness, that's going to be empathy and possibly passion. Yeah, passion and empathy again. I'm going to say.
What am I rolling against with that? I'm going to roll against with. Yep.
This is going to go differently.
What Raz is seeing is a news story in which he helps a troubled teen get his life back together.
He's 22. He's just a douchebag.
I mean, he's older than me, Poe.
Yeah.
Shall I roll?
Yes, please.
Okay. That is a 1 for getting this kid's life back.
So that's 2 successes.
Yes, and then a 13, which is not a success.
Because I rolled 2 successes as well.
Oh, dang it.
You could spend the momentum to roll another
I've got
dice.
so much momentum and you need more momentum. So how many more dice can I roll?
1 more with that.
Okay, sweet.
Do it.
It's a 6!
Yeah!
What are you saying?
I'm saying that this negative attitude, it's making the vibes in here just all wrong. Is that the kind of vibe you want to be bringing with you?
I've never thought about it, I guess.
Take it from me, kid. Your old pal Raz. If you're going to get anywhere with this life, you've got to treat your family and your new friends with respect and decorum.
I mean, I'll give it a go.
Now, what do you say we get these boxes hauled together?
Fine, okay.
Raz feels like this is his movie moment.
Okay.
Can I just ask, when you're gesticulating with the two arms here, the other arms are doing like wrestling poses?
As a part Green Martian, you have 4 arms.
I do have 4 arms, and they are all being used properly.
You can high-five yourself in so many ways. You can clap in so many ways. You could do the cup move from that movie with the different actors.
I could do 2 cup dances at once.
2 cup dances at once.
I just need like
Green
a
Martian.
table up there. Yeah, I need another platform.
Green Martian patty cake is going to be wild.
Anyway, you and Tyrrell together are taking boxes onto ship. You've convinced him to be a better person. Good, right. As you walk onto the ship with boxes, the various boxes have not been like strapped to the sides or anything like that yet. They've just been sort of lying around. Yeah. And sat amongst them are 2 people. Tira, Tyrrell's sister, and Nellantir's daughter. She is Tyrrell's twin, so there's a very obvious visual connection between the 2 of them. And she is chatting excitedly with... Rebecca, would you like to introduce your character, please?
So, Dr. Cordelia Cant. If you ask very nicely, you can call her Cord. She is a red Martian, definitely, but she looks a bit strange for a red Martian. Her skin is more of an amber tone than red, and she is taller than lots of red Martians, especially red Martian women. She is also a bit more hench than you might expect, for you can see she's definitely an academic of some kind. She constantly has at least 1 book open in front of her and at least 6 pencils stuck into her hair.
Can you hold the book with one hand because your hands are so big?
And yes, beat me to it!
No, sorry.
My punchline, what have you done? And yeah, so whilst being slightly hench, the other thing that you might notice is she has very capable, muscular, sinewy, strong, and surprisingly large hands.
Chonky mitts.
Chonky mitts. That's her pet dog.
I'm going to allow this because of your heritage. What is your reason score, just in general?
Oh, my reason is a 3.
There's a 3.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Wow.
Yeah,
You are not
I have
right.
-1 to reason because of race, and I didn't have anything else to up reason with, so bad reason.
Bad reason. This person's amber. Nice. That's all you know.
Cool. Ace.
The fact that she's very tall and quite strong and a slightly different skin tone from most other red Martians is no surprise or worry to you at all. You don't even think about it. It's just, this person right here.
And let's never forget, slightly large hands.
Yeah.
Chonky mitts.
Yeah, 2 of my hands are actually smaller than my other hands. I just keep going with wrestling anecdotes that I'm getting to think this kid actually doesn't care about, and I don't clock that. We might have that in common.
Great.
Yeah.
You are speaking to Tira, who has been going through some of the maps of Corvus. Maps of Corvus with you. And is just reading them with you and getting quite excited about where everything might be. So we think the record chamber's probably under the main council chamber, but we don't know where that is. So, and you've looked at these, you have some knowledge of this.
Well, I think you've mistranslated under. I think if you actually look at the syntax, you'll find it's usually meant for under, but when it's in conjunctive with that particular connective, it actually turns into behind.
Right, okay, behind. Thank you. And she's making notes.
Very
studious and very helpful to her father in his studies. And that you're all working together on this. And sorry, I've been spending so much time looking at the archives for our research, but do you think the ancient literature that you're looking for will also be in these archives, or do you think it will be elsewhere?
I'm unsure. I'm very obviously, my life's work is to tie together the Earthborn and the Barsoomian literature, but I'm hoping that a step towards that will be in these archives, because we're missing this fundamental link between where our current literature really began. So I do hope there will be something we've never seen before.
Right, well, I'll make a minute that if we can't find that in the archives, we should look for other archival references or something similar. There must be other things.
That would be very much appreciated, thank you.
Lovely, okay. Do you engage with this in any way?
Nope.
Cool.
I don't understand what most of that meant. Still chatting along.
Is she the publicist?
Oh yeah. Shit, did she see any of that? You want us to do it again?
Tira, your brother's helping.
Oh, so he is.
Did you do something?
No.
Do I hear any of this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's that exceptionally large man?
Just had a proper sit down with his good friend Raz the Earthquake Riot. Good to, good to meet you all.
Hey,
Hello there.
I'm Tira.
Any friend of this lad is a friend of mine.
Really? No one's ever said that before, ever.
It's another Raz original. And reaches out with one of the arms which is not holding a crate and
She shakes your hand and clearly quite charmed because you like her brother. No one does.
I don't think Raz necessarily likes the brother, but it's going to try for the sake of being a good role model.
Of course. Very good. Yeah, Tira's quite charming. Cordelia's right there.
Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. You're saying your name like I should have heard of you. Who are you?
Oh, it's fine. Not everyone knows Raz the Earthquake Riot.
Can we have it so that I say Raz the Earthquake Riot at the same time as
Are you walking down into the sea?
No, it just comes out from like the bowels of the engine.
Yeah. Sure, it doesn't ring just a little bell.
I mean, it's a very unusual.
Raz the Earthquake Riot. Maybe if I had the entry music as well, that might.
That's really
jog a memory.
interesting etymology. Where does the earthquake come in your family tree?
Because when I enter, the floor rumbles, baby.
I find that actually very inappropriate. I have something to read.
Oh no! Not in a bad way! Like I shout out.
Tira, I'll be with the...
It's fine, in like a vaguely threatening way, but not that kind of threatening. Threatening in the way that like...
Tira, who is this person?
Dad said he was going to hire some muscle.
Oh.
You know what? Let me reintroduce myself.
Please.
I'm Raz. I'm here to help on this mission.
I'm Dr. Kant. You can call me Cordelia.
Lovely to meet you, Cordelia.
Or Cord, if that's... Cordelia's a bit long. Cord is fine.
Cord is fine.
Yeah. It's nice to meet you. I'm here to do the reading.
A very interesting profession.
It is! Do you want me to tell you all about it?
Yes.
Pass away from that scene.
Straight down the barrel of the camera.
My 3 in reason is sure going to enjoy this conversation.
As that lovely scene unfolds, Abraham. Yes. What are you doing today?
I'm taking a stroll along a lesser heliumite promenade and taking in the nice warm Martian breeze, Barsoomian breeze.
It is always hot on Barsoom.
Really quite overwhelmingly hot Barsoomian breeze. Looking at the other Martian cultures and just trying to look at people and sort of see what's going on and how they're behaving. Trying to immerse myself in the particularly red Martian culture at the moment.
Describe what you look like, please.
I am a green Martian.
So you also have the forearms.
I have forearms. I have extremely middle of the road hands. I am 1.5 gads tall, I believe. Ads tall, which is
It's not a gad, it's an ad.
which is approximately 15 foot tall. So I'm
Oi!
I'm the green Martians are usually 10 to 15 foot tall, and I'm 15 foot tall.
I guess you have to be that tall for the massive rifle on your back.
I do have a sniper type rifle on my back, as well as a pair of swords, which appear to be a matching pair. Yes, despite being called Abraham, as all of those that know home will know, the common green Martian naming process is people you've killed. Abraham is actually she, her.
Lovely.
But Abraham was some earthborn douchebag guy who I killed. Theo was a red Martian, but we might get into that later. But anyway, yes, so... yeah, I'm just strolling along and... very, very muscly, but extremely, for a 15-foot tall grey Martian, extremely average-sized hands.
You're more sort of lithe than chonk, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like... I'm no Raz.
Yeah.
No one is. I will not be upstage and chunk on the stage.
Yeah.
Raz looks like Thanos. Like, Raz is just all muscle. Yeah. Okay, so you are wandering down a lesser heliumite street. Are you trying to be unobtrusive?
Yes, actually, very much.
Why don't you roll me something for unobtrusiveness?
This is so I don't like bump into people with my medium-sized hands.
It's more that you are a very tall person. Green Martians are not uncommon, but you are very tall, even for a Green Martian, and you are carrying a very, very scary-looking gun.
I think that would be empathy, certainly.
Hello?
And... reason? No?
Empathy and reason. How are you trying to be unobtrusive is the best way to think of this.
I'm quite a thoughtful type, so I suppose I'm thinking about not bumping into people and not being too scary.
Mm-hmm. I'll allow empathy and reason, that's fine.
I mean, they are two of my worst stats.
You decided them. I mean,
I think it would definitely be empathy because I'm just like, reading the crowd, not walking into them. Trying to be empathetic.
Empathetic.
I'm going to roll these dice.
You don't forget you have momentum. Don't you?
Oh! A natural 20's good in D&D, y'all.
It's not good.
Not here.
That's a 1.
That is a 1, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
That's a 1.
It's a 1! Yeah! That's good, because I would have shot someone if that was...
Just your swords are travelling at head height and you're just decapitating the crowd.
5 plus 4 is 9, and I got a 1 and a 10.
Like
so
a
the
hedge
10 is a
trimmer.
failure, but the 1 is 2 successes.
2 successes. Well, you only need 1. More momentum for you. You find yourself doing an excellent job of you're not trying to sneak through the streets.
No.
Like, you are being unobtrusive. You are staying out of the way. You're just being quite gentle, slow movements so no one gets scared or worried about you as you move around. And people who do see you, the occasional whoa becomes a okay. Like, you seem okay. As you wander through the streets and looking around you, Helium is a very nice city, quite a civilized city, and you've been here for, a couple of months at least? Yeah.
At least.
A couple of years, maybe?
Maybe.
Okay. And you are starting to get a better sense of Red Martian culture and actually how different it is from the culture you grew up in. So there is a very different vibe here, which you are enjoying.
It is. I'd say I've been here approximately an order and a half.
A year and a half, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could have just said anything. An order and a half.
A Barsoom year, which is
10 TNs.
15 TNs, approximately. 14 and a half.
As you are walking around, you notice ahead of you, you got quite a good sense of the rhythm of the city. You get quite a good sense of how it all fits together. And ahead of you, you can see people moving slightly more quickly than you would expect.
Are they walking away from me quickly? Towards me quickly?
At an angle away from you.
Okay. Do I think this is because of me?
No, they don't appear to be that engaged with you, but there are a group moving ahead of you, and one looks over their shoulder, not at you specifically, more in general towards the promenade that you are on, and their face is masked. That's quite rare and quite odd.
That's quite rare and quite odd, I think to myself. I would like to investigate, because I'm basically here to investigate what's going on in Lesser Helium.
How would you like to investigate this situation?
I think, without trying to deliberately hide or anything, just very unassumingly, sort of jostle over a bit and sort of just try and get a look, see what's going on, what the disturbance is about, if the mask is cool.
So the same thing you were doing earlier?
Yeah, but specifically about...
That's fine, you can roll again if you like. So empathy and reason.
I was thinking cunning and might, just...
Cunning and
Out of the way!
I mean, actually, maybe this would be a bit more...
Cunning? I'd
Yeah.
allow some cunning in this.
Yeah, cunning and reason.
Cunning and reason, go.
10 and 10, which is 2 successes. Because,
Excellent.
yeah, that's 12 I need to get under.
You rather stealthily crouch down a little, which immediately makes you at normal head height for everyone else, and start making your way slowly towards this group as they scuttle across this almost like plaza. And as you get closer, you don't recognise the masks at all, but they are covering most of the eyes and cheek, not the mouth. As you get closer and you see these figures moving, and as one of the faces turns slightly, you swear you recognise the face.
Do I
mean,
think who I think it is?
she's not a red Martian, and this person's skin is red, so maybe it's just a trick. Maybe it's just your mind playing tricks on you.
Okay.
Maybe it isn't.
What about the rest of the people in the group?
They
They
all
all
appear to be red Martians.
red?
Yeah, they all appear to be red Martians, yeah.
2 arms each?
Yeah.
I want to see if they've definitely got the normal limbs.
Okay, do you want to have a really, really close...
I know about people in disguises because of my old job as a disguise maker.
As a disguise maker.
Yeah, I just want to check them out a bit, not just the limbs, but maybe if they're...
You can always spend more momentum to ask one simple question about a character situation.
I would like
you've
to ask if that is who I might think it is. Hey, what was the difficulty of that last check?
It doesn't have... I don't set difficulty, you do.
Oh, okay. No, I'm saying, do I get momentum for it?
No.
What?
It is definitely Skyma's face.
Okay.
She's a good 3 ads away from you at this point.
45 feet.
45 feet.
Didn't you say 3 ads?
I did say 3 ads.
That's
3
45
ads
feet.
would be 30, just
You
under
said you
30.
were
I
1
think.
ad tall.
No, I'm 1.5 ads tall.
There we go. Thank you.
Roughly 30 feet away. Isn't it
Okay.
amazing how everything's in 30 feet increments? Any game, no matter what.
I pause. I'm somewhat shocked a bit. Taken
And
aback.
she's also in disguise, because normally her skin is not red, it's yellow.
But I recognise her.
You do, you recognise the face. I mean, it's a face you know exceedingly well.
Do I... these masks... How many are in the group?
In the group there are 9. 9?
Do I think this could be a group of assassins, by any chance?
Well, you know what she is.
Yeah, an
Mhm.
assassin.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm going to say, what's your reason score?
5.
Yeah, you're not an idiot, yeah.
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 That's a group of assassins, yeah.
Thanks.
That's alright. Some people's reason is high.
I pause. I look down at my extremely medium-sized hands. Thoughtful contemplation. And I would like to follow the group, but at a distance of approximately 3 or more ads.
That's quite a long distance.
Well, 30 foot.
It's about 30 feet.
Well, it depends. I mean, I want to keep up. I want to tail them, but not be seen. Hopefully.
You had 2 successes on your previous roll to tail them and not be seen, and I'm going to let that carry. You follow them as they make their way through the lesser helium streets and promenades, and they seem to be making their way towards a hangar.
Okay.
Where are the 3 of you in the hangar at this point in time? Because you 2 were having a chat about stuff. Are you still having that chat, or has Raz moved on with the boxes?
Chat is a very loose term.
It was so fulfilling.
Oh no. Oh jeez.
I assume Raz is keen to listen even though he does not understand a word you're saying. But I think has also gone back to like shifting boxes while also listening, going, oh, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, not in a rude way.
Are you following to talk to Raz? Are you shouting out of the ship as this happens? Like, what are you doing?
I feel like Cord got to give her whole spiel about what she does to Nalantir and the family quite recently, so she's not burning to do it again.
Okay.
And I feel like she's also fairly aware of if people are paying attention or not, so I don't think she'll waste her incredibly valuable insight on someone who's clearly not listening. So I think she'll have done her best and gone kind of, oh bless you,
Okay.
gone back to her book. Because her book is interesting.
Is Tira still with you as well?
Yes.
Okay. So Raz, you and Tyrol are moving boxes in and out of the ship.
Yeah, I'm keeping up kind of a chat with Tyrell, like, yeah, back when I fought Macho Man Sandy Ravage.
No, that's Sandy Ravage is the worst thing I've heard in a while. Oh god.
That is a very good reference.
Second round in, I'm 2 in, I've got him pinned. Like, I'm going. Is he listening?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And can I ask, but hand size, where are you?
I think much in the same way as Abraham, Vert has resolutely average-sized hands.
Okay.
Now they're clearly like quite kind of calloused from a lot of the work done, kind of keeping this ship kind of running. But they're very normal hands. Very
Sure, they're not
hands.
tidy.
I think they should be tight.
You have the biggest hands.
I do think actually of all the player characters, they are the smallest hands. Actually,
That's all I needed.
They are the smallest hands of all the
Average for Vert, but that means small.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I
Average.
think we should explain the hands so it's not an in-joke.
This is a good point.
I was wondering if
The
we're ever
John
going
Pass
to
books
do
make frequent reference to the characters' hands, especially the female characters' hands as being small and dainty. So the only both female characters do not have small hands. Anyway,
Raz has 2 big hands and 2 little hands.
where are you?
I think that Vert is sort of has sort of tapped out the pipe, stowed it away, and is now just sort of going around doing last minute kind of checks to make sure that everything is on the deck, kind of making sure everything's shipshape on the deck, making everything's. Sorry, was there a pun? Did I what? Making sure everything's shipshape.
Dick joke, Justin.
Ah, right.
Thank you.
I see. Make sure everything is shipshape in Bristol fashion. Just kind of doing that, sort of noting the cargo coming on, kind of clearly doing kind of maths in his head, being like, right, that's that one, great, okay, a couple more come on, they've loaded everything, great, and it's sort of quite engaged in what he's doing. Like he's sort of giving friendly nods to people. He's not sort of totally, but he's clearly just kind of been like, yeah, right, yeah. So yeah, business-like.
Cool. Figures are stepping into the hangar. It's your choice whether you are on the ship dropping a crate off or out of the ship picking one up.
Let's say I'm out the ship picking one up.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So the two of you have line of sight on, and Tyrrell as well, have line of sight on these figures as they approach. Can you both please roll me a cunning and reason test?
Oh dear.
Oh, Raz.
Oh no.
Oh, Raz.
I got 1 success.
1 success.
Yes.
I got 1 success, but I'm going to use 2 momentum cards to buy 2 more.
So momentum rich.
Yeah,
I'm
I know,
gonna
right?
spend 1 momentum.
I had a juicy pile
Oh,
of
sorry.
momentum.
My bad.
Okay, good.
There you go.
Momentum and did you say cunning and reason?
Yeah.
Cunning and reason.
Okay, cool.
No.
That's
No, it was a load.
3 successes.
It was a load,
Just normal successes. 3 normal successes.
Cool, get momentum back.
Get one back.
Just 1 all regular success. I don't have very good cunning or reason.
Raz, as you see these figures walking, you go, probably more people coming along. Pick up a box,
Yeah.
go back into the ship.
And they have
No
cool
biggie.
masks, kind of like mine. But not really.
Less glitter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then you walk back onto
less
the ship.
glitter. Yeah.
Vert, these people, they're probably not supposed to be here. They probably have, this is a quote from the adventure, Nefarious intent.
Who's that?
What would you like to do?
I'm going to... Dr. Nallen, are these friends of yours? We got some people coming in. They look like they might have nefarious intent.
As you say that...
And I'm going to loosen my pistol in its holster.
As you say that, the figures are going to start running forward, clearly trying to surround the ship. Tyrrell has gone back inside with you, and these figures are now running towards the gangway and are going to start running up the gangplank to do stuff.
Can I see...
You have the jump on them, so what would you like to do?
Can I see whether they currently have any weapons out?
Just checking, actually. They have... pistols. Pistols and swords. Some of them are pulling pistols off their belts, some of them are pulling out swords. Some of them have moved to the back of the room to get a better shot at you.
And I'm going to see the ones pulling pistols. I'm going to clearly have had like a hand hovering over sword and pistol. See the pistols and go, great. And then I'm just going to start blasting. So anyway, I started blasting.
Barsoom!
I'm going to go, time to get on the ship! And I'm going to start blasting.
Okay. Who would you like to blast? There are currently 9 figures.
Who are the ones with the pistols?
There are roughly 5 of them have moved to the front of the... moved to the... in the hangar. They're in the back of the hangar and are sort of firing wildly at the deck of the ship, or they will be very shortly. Yeah. There are 5 of them there, and 4 of them are running towards the gangplank to go up into the ship.
So I think the ones with pistols are the greater threat, so I'm just going to blast away at them. Cool. I'm going to aim for the ones on the flank first, so that we don't get surrounded. And then kind of sort of move into the one in the middle.
Right, so you're shooting them with your pistol, which is a cunning plus reason to shoot.
Okay, cunning plus reason.
Yep. How many dice are you going to roll on this?
Okay. Shit's getting real. Cunning plus reason is a... Look at my charts. Where are my numbers? Cunning plus reason is a 12. So I'm going to roll... I'm going to spend 2 more momentum, because I got a lot of momentum. Okay. And I'm going to roll 4.
Nice.
Cool. It is notable with Vert that for somebody who does look a little bit shabby, and it's sort of the sword hanging at his side was clearly like well made, but it's not fancy, and the pistol is sort of again like it's not like a showy one, particularly decorated, which is quite unusual for Red Martian culture actually. It's actually quite utilitarian. He is moving far too quickly and is sort of very, very used to this kind of thing. He might even be
You're Han Solo, aren't
deadly
you?
pistolier. I wanted to make a space trucker. I made Han Solo.
Yeah. Are they any different?
One of those is cocked. Do you want me to re-roll it?
Yes, please.
It's not horrid. One of them was a critical fail.
That is horrid.
That is horrid.
One of them is an 18, and then that's 2 successes. Cunning plus reason, did you say? Cunning plus reason. Unfortunately, none of them are below below the lowest one, but that's 2 successes and a critical failure.
Right, for the 2 successes, you can roll me 1 damage dice, please.
But because of the fact that I'm a deadly pistolier,
yes,
I get to roll plus 2 damage dice.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll 3 damage dice.
Plus 2. Cool.
Yeah, it's a chonker.
Is that tier 1 or tier 2?
I think that's tier 2. Because all my talents are tier 2. Well, except airship pilot, but that's like my generic one. So the damage I do. Oh yeah! Do 2 damage. Yes. And I also got 2 6s, which is 2 critical effects. So that's
4 damage and 2 effects.
Yep, and on account of my pistol being fearsome. Would you like to?
Yes, there's fear damage as well. Yep. So you pull out your pistol, and I think there's a leaping dive. There's like a whee!
Yeah,
you leap and just quickly spray the air in front of you.
According to the background, apparently it's activated by a thumb button because Edgar Rice Burroughs apparently doesn't like triggers. Apparently they make it more inaccurate.
We're
Sorry,
considering
say
the
that
amount.
Yeah, I know.
There's a
Yeah.
joke there
Yeah.
about Burrows not liking triggers.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
that's
You
still
leap through the
cooking
air
in there.
and make the really common gesture of bang, bang, bang.
Well,
as you shoot.
I think that the way I like to do it is it looks like kind of fanning.
It looks like fanning.
You know, where you like fan the hammer.
Fanning,
So I'm
the
like,
famously accurate way to shoot a gun.
yeah,
Fanning a gun.
yeah. I'm a deadly pistolier. Shut up. Yes. Time to get on board.
And as you leap through the air and land on the ground, spraying there in front of you with bullets, one of the masked figures is shot dead point blank range and falls to the ground.
Nice.
You don't hit any of the others, and as you are spraying the area with bullets,
Suppressing fire.
as you spray the area with bullets, you manage to hit a power cord, and suddenly the whole place is dropped into darkness. You hear gunshots from outside and above you, and suddenly, ding, outside the hangar has become from being quite bright to being dimly lit.
Is there still light in the ship on Ostorb?
The ship has some running lights inside, so there is some light inside the ship, but the hangar outside is now pitch black.
Great,
Okay,
awesome.
so-
There is light coming from the hangar door. It's not like, it's instant darkness. It's more like shadowy and quite hard to see, which is quite good considering that one of them is an assassin.
Okay, so
Complicated.
I've come from outside to inside, so I'm still holding a crate to bring onto the ship.
You are, yes?
Yes, okay. One of the hands that's not holding a crate pushes, what's his name again?
Tyrrell.
Tyrrell back. He's like, leave this to me.
No, I can
And-
help. Pulls a sword. Ching!
And I am willing to face the consequences of this, but I do just want to go out and throw whatever.
Yeah.
I will take
The most.
the consequences of that action, but I am gonna do it.
I love it. I love it.
That was the map.
No, that box contained rations.
My child.
You chuck the metal box as the
Yeah.
four people running up towards them. That's totally fine.
Okay.
You
what
do
I roll
that.
for that?
Make me a
I see might is gonna go with
might
this.
and cunning for attacks. So yes.
Oh, I wish I'd hide cunning.
We're gonna have to
But
go
that's
to the
still
greengrocers again now.
13.
You have special talents based on your might. Have a look at that before making any rolls.
Yes, that's good. Bonus d20 in might, and I can make minions flee. That's my talent named. Yeah, you better run.
Perfect.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's extra d20, and
Totally
I
fine.
can make minions flee.
You can.
So that is that's three successes.
Ah.
The DC was a 13.
You needed 3 successes to
Oh,
hit because it's
nice.
dark outside.
Oh yeah.
So you throw this box into the darkness. As you throw it, can you roll me
Or Justin Hawkins.
1 damage
One
dice,
damage
please?
die.
Just 1.
4. That's
Nothing.
No, it's
Ah.
nothing.
The box goes flying out and bounces off.
I can't pay momentum to get another d6 and that
You
kind
can, of course, you can always use
I would
momentum.
love to do that.
You can use
please.
momentum in combat to roll extra damage. I'll see you an attack before you roll for damage. You can spend momentum.
Nice.
You can also use momentum to kill minions.
Can I?
You can.
I believe so.
But every extra momentum spent when fighting minions will dispatch an additional minion.
Yeah.
Shall I do
You've
two?
got momentum. You do what you like.
Yeah. Shall I do 2 momentum?
Sure.
Yeah. And then it also says because I have 4 on 4 that I gain extra momentum when I do damage. I'm
So
gonna
you
have to
get
look
one
at
of
that
these
one.
back. That's fine.
Yeah.
So you get one of these
So
back. So do you
I've
wanna-
given 2, 1 to kill a minion and 1 to roll another d6. I think.
Cool. Do that.
Okay. So roll another d6.
Yep.
That's
Yeah!
6!
Which is damage
One
plus effect,
effect,
which is
yeah.
2 damage for you because you are a chonker. So right.
Get ready to rumble.
Sorry.
No. I also have the Anton Deck song in my head. It's okay.
I'm trying to work out. Perfect.
Okay, sorry.
That's fine. It's a new rule set for me too. As you throw the box, it's dark. It's hard to see, but you've got a second sense for this because you've thrown many boxes at people.
Oh,
and
many chairs.
yeah,
Many
Yeah.
chairs. Yeah.
the box goes flying forward and bowls like a bowling ball 2 of these figures off the gangplank they're running up, and they just go flying over the sides and out. However, a third figure who was with them, who looks no different from any of the others, dodges out of the way, steps forward, and is going to counter-strike you. I'm burning 3 of my own cards.
Ooh.
And is going to immediately try and stab you with the sword.
Oh no.
She moves very, very quickly and appears to be better than the rest of them.
Not a minion.
No.
Cool.
Right, so it's cunning plus...
Mini boss.
Yeah, basically.
More XP.
Yes, Justin, that's how it works. More XP.
Or death.
Can you roll me a daring plus might, I think,
I absolutely can do
to
that.
avoid taking damage? She has running and sliced.
No, that's one success.
Not enough.
Didn't think it would be.
But she rolled 2 nothings. She steps in with her sword, and how do you block the sword strike?
How do I block the sword strike?
Yeah.
I think so. The sword comes down. I think 2 arms run to her hands that are grabbing the sword, and the other 2 kind of step up to block the flat of it, but in a way that I stop it with my big arms.
Just chop your arms off. Ow! I did not think this through.
No, they are very thick.
With 2 C's.
Yeah.
Do you want to do anything combat-wise in this moment?
How able to defend herself is Tira?
Tira and Tyrol look pretty much unable to defend themselves in any possible way.
Right. How honourable does this person running up the gangplank look?
They appear to have cut the lights, and they appear to be trying to attack you surreptitiously, so you're not aware of it. So honour is pretty much out of the question.
Okay, in that case, because I'm totally, definitely, absolutely unarmed, I will reach down into my boot and pull out my pistol, please.
Fine, no problem at all. You pull out
And
your pistol, you're going to shoot
can
her?
I get Tira get behind me?
Yeah, of course. You can have spoken actions, that's fine.
Brilliant.
Tira will just move behind you. Tyrol is hiding behind boxes as well.
Yeah.
You're going to shoot her.
I am going to shoot her.
Shoot her.
That is cunning and reason, right?
Cunning and reason for guns, yes
That
please.
is fine by me.
Excellent.
I can add, there we go. I'm going to pay you momentum to re-roll. That was still a that. I'm going to pay you. That was a 2. That's. Oh no, that is. No, it's not. I'm going to pay you 1 more momentum.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I love this. It didn't work. I'm going to do it again.
We'll run out of momentum eventually.
Oh no!
20.
Yeah.
That was a critical fail. I have 1 success and 1 critical fail. I'm going to stop giving you momentum now.
You sure?
Can I momentum away the critical fail by re-rolling?
No, you're not re-rolling that dice, you're just adding more rolls.
Then
Have you rolled 5 dice effectively on this roll?
4.
You could roll 1 more if you wanted to, you can pay more momentum.
Let's do it.
1 success and 1 critical failure.
1 success,
You wanna
1
roll
critical
another?
fail.
Literally.
Not re-roll.
Suppressing fire!
No! Such a...
Is that another 20? Oh,
No,
that's
it wasn't. And it was quite a
It'd be
high.
a really great run of rolls if this was
I
D&D.
got
you-
like 16s,
Yeah.
18s, and 20s, and
you-
1, 2.
Please tell me you shoot the edge. Oh no.
So
You
I
just
have,
got those crystals real.
Yeah.
So I
How I
have
joked
1
that the thing would happen whenever there were failures, the ship would be on fire.
Yeah.
Ship's on fire. You pull the gun out and you wildly try and aim at this approaching figure, but she is very quick. And as you try and shoot her, you miss her entirely.
Great.
And your shot ricochets into one of the boxes, which explodes.
cool.
There is a sudden, it's almost like a sonic boom, and there's almost like a sort of shockwave coming out of it, and even that you hear Dr. T shouting, "No, my machinery!" the ship vaguely rocks from this, and you're all blown back by this. No damage is taken, but it is sort of a what the hell is going on as
Do I
you're shot.
still have
misses.
movement?
Yes, if you like.
Can I, in 1 movement, pick up Tia with my surprising strength and leap?
Where are you going to leap to?
Out, back down the gangplank. Can I do
As
that?
someone who is part Earthborn, you are very strong, and you're used to a different kind. Your body is built for a different kind of gravity, so you have the ability to leap.
Boing.
Yeah.
Those big hands.
Grab
Super
her
up.
and go. Can
So
I?
you're going to King Kong her.
Yeah.
I would say that King Kong here is a combat action. As a conflict action, you've already shot your gun.
Then I will.
I will allow you to sort of step back with her towards the back of the ship, but there's
That is
no
what
other
I
way.
will
There's no other
do.
ways off the ship that you're aware of. You've only ever seen people going on and off the one gangplank.
Great.
There are probably other ways off the ship. You don't know them.
I will step back and whilst doing so, looking around, be like, "Who fired that shot?"
And I think is talking. Can you talk on other people's turns in this system?
Speaking is technically something that happens on your turn.
Okay. Fair enough.
If you want to shout something, I'm fine with it.
I mean, I would probably say, kindly watch where you're firing on deck!
And looking back at the beautiful engine that you've worked on so tirelessly, it's out of alignment again. It still has that speed, but it was perfect, and now it's slightly less than perfect.
Good thing it definitely wasn't me who fired that shot. I didn't know how to shoot.
Evidently.
I don't have a gun.
Outside, they've stepped into. You are,
I'm really persuasive it's going to be fine.
as described, you are 3 ads or 30 sofads back from them as they enter this hangar space. And from inside you hear shouts and gunfire and then a big sonic boom.
And
So near, so bad.
Skoma has gone inside.
Skoma has gone inside, yes.
I would like to pursue at speed inside.
You trying to be stealthy about this?
Well, I figure they've all gone into a warehouse where the lights have gone off and there's explosions. And I'm behind them and they didn't know I was there, so I'm just going to sort of jauntily jog. Not jauntily. Yeah.
You quickly sprint over to the darkened hangar door, and looking inside, you can see gunshots coming from a small group of people very close to you. And there's also gunshots and explosions inside the ship.
The people close to me,
Yes.
can I make out who's in that group?
They've all got the masks on. You can't see. Also, it's very dark in here now, so you can't see much.
I mean, I want to just basically shout. I want to go towards that group.
Yep.
And say, Skoma!
One turns and looks at you and... Who the fuck are you?
Just doing.
It's not Skoma. It's just another person. It's just one person.
Oh, okay, brilliant. How close am I? And can I get up close?
You are near to them.
Is that...
In game terms, yes, it's sword range.
Great. Can I do like a sort of... chop?
Judo.
Karate! Judo!
Yeah, I want using my old trade skills rather than
What's the
sort of
talent called?
easy kill. But I don't want to kill them, and I believe when you do take someone to a critical amount of whatever, you can choose if they like black out or die or whatever.
Sure. Okay.
So what I want to do is just go up and then just just like do some pressure point badass thing.
Does that cost an action to do? Is it just like something you can do on your turn? What does it say?
Lesser targets are no challenge to your deadly skills as a ex-disguise maker. Circumstance, targeting a minion. Effect, you can automatically kill a target minion with typical disguise making methods.
It says kill, specifically kill.
Melee, strangulation, poison,
Yeah,
etc.
it says specifically kill, doesn't it?
Yes,
So,
I'm not going to kill them.
Well,
then you have to make a normal attack roll.
Fine. I've changed from my old disguise making ways. Okay, so
Cutthroat business.
Hey, if you want to use your talent, you've got to use your talent now.
what are they holding? Because I'm honourable now.
Pistols and swords.
Okay, I will take out my sword because I don't have a pistol.
Yep.
But I would like to use the flat of the blade.
Yes.
In fact, for comic effect, I take out both of my swords and sort of like bang on the side of the head.
Fine. Bong on the side of the head.
So, because I'm not using that talent, I shall forearmed for war, perhaps. Ooh.
What does that do?
I think it's just if I get momentum, I get an extra one.
Cool.
Yes. Right. So I roll 2d20,
Yep.
I believe.
Yep. It's dark in here.
Oh, that has a rules effect.
It does. The difficulty to hit them has increased.
Okay.
Don't forget, if you're running low momentum, you can always use threat. As in, give me the ability to do more stuff.
I might use luck. Can I use stuff after I roll the dice then?
It does. I don't mind if you do. I think it's fair. You're burning a resource, so yeah.
Okay. So I roll
Only the world
2d20, and I need to get how many successes?
I get to roll off, and it's more difficult because it's dark.
So I'm assuming this is What's the one used for attacking? Is it cunning?
Cunning.
Cunning
You're using
and
your sword,
might.
So it's cunning plus might.
Great. Okay. Well, I'm going to just try roll. That is 15.
I have 2 successes.
What?
I have 2 successes.
I would like to use. Hang on. They're a minion.
Yes.
This is interesting. I would like to use a luck.
So you're guaranteed 2 hits.
Yeah. And I've already got 1.
Okay, so that gives you 3. Luck.
So do I get a momentum for that?
Yes, you get momentum, so you technically get 2 momentum back.
Yes.
And you hit them. Roll me 1 damage die.
2 for a sword?
2 for a sword. 2 for a pistol, 2 for a sword, 1 for a dagger.
Come on, sharp effect.
Ooh.
1 damage?
2 damage.
1, I think.
Oh,
It's not-
so just 1 damage.
Yeah.
You bash it with your sword and... Tunk! Ah! Angry and confused. So.
Where's Skoma?
Yeah.
Not impressing anyone in that mask.
Oh.
Which is what I say.
It is now their turn.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Okay.
So,
You know, pro wrestler like Raz the Earthquake Riot.
Wouldn't it be great to meet him?
God, I
that
followed
guy.
it like a fan. Like a
right,
fan.
there
Just
are 4 of them left with you. 1 of them left heading towards the ship, and Skoma is already on board the
My
ship.
fan base are called the tectonic plates. My fan base are called the tectonic plates.
You can use momentum instantly, can't you?
Yes,
So actually,
yes,
if I'm in a group of them,
yes.
when I get those momentum, I would
Yes.
like to use... How many are in this group?
4.
I can...
You can't roll more attack rolls.
I don't need to.
Yep.
I'm going to use 3 and I'm going to not do the one who I hit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn around and sort of be aware of the situation I'm in and just go, can ding! And like knock 3 of them out. And then just turn my attention back.
amazing.
And 3 of them fall to the ground, knocked out, and 1 of them is still standing there looking at you.
It's also going to be sort of like comedy, like back fist with the
Yeah.
top left, and other ones like
With,
Thing, pressure
Batman
point
kind of
and-
sound card.
Yeah.
yeah,
Clonk.
cool.
Sprang.
You are more than welcome to do that.
Cool.
Right.
Clunch.
So,
I don't need good dice rolls.
Says you.
let's
Oh,
work out what
my
things I can
alignment.
do.
Tried your friends thing.
Oh, you've gone with
Right.
the Lawrence method.
I'm burning a lot of threat here because I want it to be threatening.
Oh dear.
The 3 that you knock out all fall to the ground. The one who's there snarls and tries to catch you. You've used a sword. They also try and pull out the sword and like, yeah, it's a fucking duel then. Like it's like they're like, okay, I got this, and they are going to attack you.
Cool.
It is also dark for them. Can you roll me a daring plus might to avoid being hit? I think I've got it. Yeah.
Probably not. Oh, actually, no. I got 1 success.
1 success. Cool. They hit you with their sword.
Ouch.
You take 4 points of injury damage.
That's quite a lot.
There we
It
go.
is. You knocked out all of their comrades, and they have dived in, and they have cut you quite viciously across the chest.
Oh dear.
Quite viciously.
My look of like naughty goes into like, oh, actually, I'm quite impressed.
After the sonic boom, Skoma is still with you. You know, she's just a red Martian who looks like much like all the others. Quick as a flash, very, very quickly, she sidles around the boxes and moves out of view from you.
Oh, that's not great.
It is not.
I can't
As she
see
goes,
that.
she is going to pull a pistol and shoot in your general direction.
Great. So great. at all
And it's not
combat.
dim lighting in here. Yep, that's a lot of successes. Yep. The shot fires out towards you. That is 2 successes. 1, 2, 3, 4. You take 4 damage and 1 fear damage.
So no way of dodging or any way of rolling.
You roll a daring plus might.
Are you sure it's daring and might? Are you quite sure I'm not using my cunning and reason to calibrate the direction the bullet's coming from and therefore working out scientifically which way I should duck?
We talked a bit about assisting on other people's rolls yesterday.
Yes, we did.
I have very good might.
And duck behind rats.
Is there any way I can come over and kind of
Help me.
help?
The way you described it made it sound like she's blasting away, and you just come and like just stand there and like, hello.
Even if it's just like picking you up, throwing over your shoulder, and just
You don't King Kong me, but I was trying to King Kong
Technically,
The King Kong chain.
Oh,
you can technically spend a lot of momentum to do stuff like
I
that.
don't have a lot of momentum.
I have no momentum.
I could give you some threat, but that idea vexes and terrifies me.
Before we try that, are you sure I can't use my super brilliant brain to calculate what direction it's coming from, so what way I need to dive? I would really like to use my cunning and reason, because I'm being super scientific about not getting shot. Because that's not terrifying.
Interesting.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
I will tell you what. You can roll using those, but the damage might not be an injury-based damage. It'll be based on what you roll, so it might be confusion or fear damage instead of injury damage.
Still better for me.
Or you can spend a lot of momentum to stand in the way.
I don't have a lot of momentum.
You can also give me threat if you wanted.
How much threat would I be giving you?
3.
Oh, is that a lot?
No, let me risk the
lot of
damage.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as I can do cunning, my might and daring would be dodgy, but my
Yeah.
cunning and reason is almost double it. It'll be.
You could. I'll let you use daring and cunning, or daring and reason.
I'll go
You'll have to use daring.
I'll have to use daring and reason then. That's fine. Daring and reason is okay.
Daring and reason, which means if the damage happens to you, it'll be confusion-based damage.
That is better.
Okay.
Okay. 2d20 still?
Yes. Always 2d20 to start.
Oh no!
Oh Lord above.
These dice are so good for me in D&D.
Well, that's I think kind of the point, isn't it?
Yes!
A 20 again, didn't they?
You've had the most 20s.
They're trying so hard to make you proud. They
Yeah,
just don't
yeah.
understand.
Why do you not love me, mother?
So many 20s. Why do you keep re-rolling?
I don't want to die. I'm going to use my very last momentum because I haven't earned any because I just
You've
keep
got luck
failing.
If this fails, can I then give you a bunch of threat?
I think
Yeah.
Step in.
And I
okay?
should
Please,
just
burn
let
your
me
finite
just take
resources.
it.
Are you sure?
I've been
Yeah.
burning mine.
Let me just take it.
That's a lot of damage for you.
Will
Don't
luck?
forget you have luck, and luck counts as like super good momentum.
Okay. So yeah, what? If I give you a momentum, I can roll a d20. If I give you a luck,
It
what?
counts as you rolled a 1 on a d20. In other words, you automatically
Take my luck card. Take it now. I have small. So that suddenly turns into 3 successes.
3 successes.
Yeah.
Okay, I will re-roll the damage.
Thanks.
You take 2 points of confusion damage.
So much better than it
This
could have
loud explosion, this sonic boom that affected this whole area has left you kind of dazed, and a gunshot rings out, and it's ringing in your ears. You think you were hit, you're not sure. It grazed the temple. But you are now on the ground, shaking your head.
Have we
trying
got
to
the
clear
Save
your
It
mind.
Private Ryan?
Yeah, a lot of that, exactly that. But she has disappeared, hiding behind various boxes. I'll roll something.
There's still a complication to come, isn't there?
Yeah, you rolled a complication,
Yeah.
and that actually works very well in story points.
Oh, good.
She's now made of bees.
Oh, wasps.
You now hear
Menacing buzzing.
a faint yelp from where you think Tyrell was.
Oh no!
Oh, it's Tyrrell. Who cares?
I care. That's my new charge.
Yeah.
Wow. Who cares?
I've spent a week with him. I do not care.
He's very, very roguishly charming. Good, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good. that is the end of their turns. We started with...
My dice.
Vert, sorry. We started with Vert, so...
I did the wrong voice. I meant too nasal last time.
Vert.
No, it's not Vert. It's Vert. It's down here.
Vert.
All right.
Vert.
Vert.
Hey, Bernie.
Where's Ernie?
Winning New Hampshire. Right, so you... It is your turn, if you will. You are on top of the ship. There were some gunshots coming from the other side of this room. And so you suddenly hear sort of clong, clang, clong, clong. And suddenly there's not many gunshots coming from that part of it anymore.
Put that sword down, young man!
So you found Abraham's voice?
Yeah. I think
My mother.
I probably hear that, and I think that's probably right. No more gunshots. Right, time to deal with the person that made this one blow up part of my ship.
You don't know it was me.
I knew where the gunshot came from.
No, you don't know it was me. I'm standing right next to Tira.
I'm going to. So, being aware of the sound of gunshots and yelps, using my experience of my ship, would I have a rough idea of where this bastard might be hiding?
No, because she's not.
Oh.
Ooh.
She ducked behind some crates, like.
So, do I have an idea of where those crates are?
Yeah,
as in which section of the... Is it like she ducked behind some crates and I could not see it? Or is it like she ducked behind some crates and I saw her go there and I can't see it?
You're on the deck of the ship. This is all happening underneath you.
Ah, right. So I'm going to go down underneath.
Right. You head down underneath.
I'm gonna head down into the hold.
You head down into the hold.
I'm going to say, right, where'd she go?
You just wander down into the hold, shouting, where did she go?
With my gun ahead of me, basically waiting for somebody to call the direction.
As you walk down, next to you on the ground, Cord is lying there, like not lying, sort of standing there, just holding her head, clearly ringing. Tira's behind her, and goes, she went behind those boxes. And Razia is in the middle of this, just like looking around, trying to get your bearings. So she moved around you so fast.
Yeah.
Right, so we've established that when defending against attacks, we can voluntarily substitute different values. Are you able to voluntarily substitute different values to make the attacks?
If you can explain to me what you're doing and why, then I'm very happy to talk about it.
So I think what I would like to do is, so a pistol attack is cunning plus reason.
Cunning plus reason.
I would like to substitute daring, and the reason for that is I'm not going to try and work out where she is and be like, aha, I'll catch her out. I'm just going to go round and just openly, in the hope that having someone appear and just blaze at where she was, just like the sheer chutzpah and intensity of someone being like, right, you're hiding, hello, to basically like brazen it out and just empty my pistol in the direction where she was. In the hope of, or in the estimated location where she would probably be.
Okay.
Cool.
Go for your life, mate.
Fair enough. And I'm going to spend...
The DC to hit her is much harder because she's not there. You're going to walk around to where you think she is and she won't be there. But you said you're going to do it, so...
Well, I said I was going to go where I would estimate she would be.
Yep.
With reason. Okay, cool. Okay. So I'm going to spend 2 momentum points.
Okay.
And hell be damned, why not? I'm also going to spend a luck point to get a critical success.
Guarantee a critical success,
so that's 2 successes already.
2 successes already.
4 dice to roll.
You're using a pistol, so it's...
4 attack dice, isn't it?
With your pistol, you roll more dice when you shoot with your pistol, don't you?
That's damage.
Oh, it's damage, never mind.
So it's 2 normally,
Yep.
plus 2. I'm going to use the ones that don't roll well.
But you said she's not there.
Because of the amount of luck and momentum being spent here, I'm going to say...
Now she is.
No, you might... She's moving around the hold very quickly because she's an assassin and good at hiding places. Yeah. This kind of like... If it's a dive forward shouting the words "fuck it" very loudly while blazing guns while diving, I'd allow that as like what the hell?
Part of the idea is it's less necessarily about trying to hit her, it's more trying to flush her out into the open.
Perfectly fine. If it's flushing her out and not necessarily trying to shoot someone through all these boxes or hoping to hit them, I'll allow that.
I think it'd be like, get out of my ship!
I'll count as fear damage.
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
not terrible. So I do have a critical success. Daring plus cunning, wasn't it? Which is DC of 14, 1 failure, 3 successes, plus a critical success, plus a 3, which is below 5, which is a second success. So that's a total of 2, 4, 6 successes.
Which one's that?
Oh, because of the luck as well.
Yeah.
3, because it's below his
Oh,
level.
Okay.
Okay.
6.
6 successes.
You gain back 2 momentum because you needed 4. This is an insanely difficult thing to do. But what you're basically doing is diving around the crate, shooting your pistol around and going,
Say, get off my ship!
and we'll see if you get enough to scare her to the point where she just gets the hell out of dodge.
So how many damage dice am I rolling? Is that count as a hit or...
It counts as a hit to her fear.
Cool. So I will roll 2 die, and I will add 2 more dice.
Yes.
Because of my extra damage for being a deadly pistolier.
Yeah, I gave you 2 momentum because you succeeded twice.
So does that mean it's 2 hits?
2 hits, technically.
Which means plus 2 damage dice on a pistol hit, which means should I be rolling 6 dice in total?
Yes.
Oh no, 8 dice.
8 dice in total. Sorry.
8 dice in total.
8 dice.
Oh gee.
Yeesh.
Blam 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 blam. Okay, 2 6s, 2 3s and a 4, so we can safely ignore them. 2 1s and a 2, so that's 4 straight fear damage, 2 fear damage from those, plus 1 fear damage each, so that's a total of 2, 4, 6, 8 fear damage.
You leap around and get off my ship! And you leap through the air. It's like you've now done 2 leaps through the air in this ballsy, badass way. And you haven't scared her off, but you can hit like this. If you could see her face now, it'd be fuck. What's wrong with this person? Like,
I think one of the reasons it's so intense is because all of that 35 years of working on that alignment and the one moment, how come it never goes smooth? It never goes smooth. And it's just get off my ship! Bang 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 bang. And yeah.
She is going to seize the initiative, so I'm going to burn one of my threats.
Fair enough.
And she is going to therefore go immediately, and she runs off the ship, dragging Tyrrell with her. He's not unconscious, he's not knocked out, but she has basically grabbed his wrist and is pulling him with her off the ship. No. She has an ability called Quick Exit, which means she can move very quickly when she's trying to flee a scene. So she is running off with Tyrrell in hand, who looks slightly dazed by all the gunshots going off and slightly confused, and is running with him out of the hangar. She runs down the gangplank off the ship and is heading towards the hangar door. Whereas you see them running out, and she's moving quite quickly and taking Tyrrell with her. What would you like to do?
Suplex!
I'd like to leap towards them to kind of catch up. Because I also have leaps and bounds.
Yeah!
I think because you are so fast, you leap out of the door and just and like leap over where they're running and land on the land between them and the door. Perfectly fine. I'll allow.
Thank you. And I would like to try. If I make an attack against her, am I also going to get?
No, not necessarily. No.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Let's put it this way: if you roll a complication, you know what happens.
That's
Crack.
fine. To be honest, I'll take that. I'd like to attack with my big beefy arms because I don't have a weapon, and that's a bonus d20 in might for you better run.
It is dark in here. Please remember, it is hard.
Yes.
Yeah, you better run, but not with the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd better run.
You better run. You know.
Not a complication.
What am I rolling with again? Is that
it's your
might
cunning plus your might.
Cunning and might. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a DC of 13. So
Oh,
that's
cool.
that's 3 successes.
3 successes.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
I rolled as well. You hit her once.
I'll take that.
Clonk.
So that's a 5. That's 2 plus effect.
So 2 damage.
Yeah, 2 damage.
You hit her quite resoundingly around the face, and she stumbles back a little bit. Do you shout while doing this? Because there's a minion nearby. And you can make the minion run away.
Yeah, just like a war cry. Going for both.
The minion who is fighting you just fuck it, just run. just exit out the door.
Seriously? They don't even have a sword! Come back here!
My body is a weapon!
Arsehole!
Yeah. Yeah, you better run. I do love this talent.
That's good.
Yep.
Excellent, thank you so much.
No problem.
And if there's anything left in my turn, I just kind of grab Tyrrell. I was like, I told you to stay back.
Okay.
In a nice kind of like
In a nice
tough love way. In a tough love way.
Yeah.
In a tough love way, I told you to stay
Of
back.
a new parental figure.
Wanted or not.
22!
Okay, I'm going to burn
It's gentle leading.
some of my last threat, most of it. She is going to counter-strike you by leaning in and with a dagger just jabbing up.
Okay.
Dishonourable.
Very much so. Daring plus might, please.
Okay.
Mad.
So that's a DC of 14. No, that's one success and one critical failure.
Complicated.
I
I swear, I have not seen so many critical successes in a game of D&D. In a 12-hour game of D&D.
Yeah.
Right, when
You
she
couldn't have made them all up.
counter-strikes, she can roll a bonus 3 damage dice.
Can I use a luck to try and lessen whatever happens here? Or
Technically that would mean you add in a 2 success dice.
So you would take less damage.
You would take less
Sounds
damage because I'm
healthy.
rolling a lot of damage dice here. Okay.
You
so
explode.
that's another. So that's brings up to 3 successes
And one critical
failure.
Okay. As the critical failure solves this, she tries to stab you with her dagger, just as you sort of like leaning underneath and in. And as you lean underneath and in, she drags a knife across your midriff, not damaging you, not hurting you in any way.
Abs of steel.
Abs of steel, but it is enough for her to grab Tyrrell's hand, run past you, and run straight out of this hangar. And that's where we're going to take our break. See you in another 10 minutes. And we're back!
Hey!
Welcome back. So, diving straight back into the John Carter action. That's definitely the vibe. So, Skoma, the, well, you don't know, assassin, you're not sure, has grabbed Tyrrell, the son of Nalantir, the doctor you are all ostensibly working for in some capacity, apart from you, and is currently dragging him out of the door past Raz, who has been trying real hard to stop the situation from occurring, but she is fast.
What with my useless new son?
Who's older than you?
Older than me, poet. I don't know if it's older than Raz.
It's up to you, really. Yes, they are running out of the door, and as they run into the light, they are running past you. You can see figures moving in the dark, but as they run into the light, you can see that a masked figure, who you recognised earlier, it is Skoma, someone that you are intimately aware of, is running out of the door, holding the hand of this rather dazed-looking red Martian young man, and is running out into the sunlight and the main street of Lesser Helium. What would you like to do?
I shout, Skoma! Stop!
She turns and looks at you.
What are you doing?
What are you doing here?
What are you... I asked first.
I don't have time for this.
Put that child down!
She turns and keeps going.
Put that child down!
Turns and keeps going.
Skoma!
I will let you roll an attack that is for psychic damage, basically, to try and get her to stop. Effectively, it's an attack using no weapons. It's to get her to stop.
Okay.
Because she has feelings. And you have feelings.
Yeah.
It's all the feeling.
Yeah.
Cool. Roll me a damage with passion. Roll me an attack with passion and empathy.
Sounds like the title of a song.
Passion and empathy. Should I bother rolling? Because these are my two worst.
The whole boy was okay.
You can do it.
Okay, you can also spend dice. All sorts of things. You can spend cards. You have luck points.
Sad face.
Sad.
I kind of feel like... I know she's not going to... She's on a job. I know she's not going to stop.
Not going to try. I mean, you have tried, but... What do you do?
Okay. God damn it. I use a luck
Yes.
and
You don't need to use both.
not my momentum.
Give me that card then.
Hang on, the last time I listened to you as an NPC, I died. So, should I use the momentum anyway? Okay.
As she runs, you shout her name and she turns, stops and looks at you.
Don't take a child as a hostage!
You have no idea what's going on here.
No, I don't.
Right.
Does he? Look at him. He's literally just shat himself.
It's more important. You don't understand. While this tense, emotional stance...
I say, how about all your minions, for want of a better word? How about all this lot? Take these, give these people the... Is that Raz?
They're all knocked out, unconscious or dead.
They're not dead. Not my ones.
Yeah, knocked out, unconscious or dead.
Yeah, okay.
Back in the ship, Dr. Tyr has moved out from behind a crate. What's going on? And
Shut up!
No, you're miles away. You're starting to sort of shake off the confusion of this.
Stay there. I'll be back in a minute. And I would like to leap out to where they are. Yes.
You leap out of the ship and you are leaping and you can see where Raz is, and Raz, it appears Dr. Cordelia's got some leaping. Leaps out and lands next to Raz, and you can see that this person who's still holding Tyrrell by the hand is standing at the doorway talking to a green Martian you don't know.
I would like to turn to the person holding Tyrrell and go, now you listen to me.
Oh.
I'm literally like the kindred spirit.
What would you like to do?
As in roleplay wise or mechanics wise?
Either or, frankly, I'll work it out.
I would like to turn to this person
No.
and go, I've no idea what you're planning, but if it involves him, it's an incredibly stupid idea. Trust me. Let him go and we can talk.
What would you like to roll?
Reason and empathy.
Okay.
Please, my dice. I'm
Empathy.
scared of
Use
my
some of mine,
dice.
it's fine.
I will use your dice, please.
Now,
Peasant.
you have a talent.
I would like to use my, now you listen to me, talent,
Mm-hmm,
and I get an extra 2d20. And they're not my dice, so they're not going to kill me.
Well,
Maybe it's just me.
they've not been the most.
Okay!
Ah.
That is a fail, 1 success, 2 success, and 1 critical. Not critical success, but 1 under the lowest mark, so a double success. So 4 successes. It's my first momentum! It's only taken 3 hours.
She stops where she is, still holding his hand.
Skoma, you're outnumbered. Leave the child.
Raz doesn't want to speak out of turn, but is very much like wants to be in on this. What's going on there?
Once again, just in the background.
I'm here too.
She is going to drop his hand. It is now her turn. And she's going to run. She just bolts out of the door and runs out into the streets.
Yeah, you better run.
Really works on me. Yes.
Can I turn to Tyrrell?
Yeah, who's just looking a bit confused.
Can I check him up and down? Are you hurt? Did she hurt you? Are you okay?
Roll me an empathy and reason, please.
Okay, because this isn't literally life and death, I'm going to use my own dice, and we'll see if everything goes terrible again. A success and so 3 successes.
3 successes.
3 successes.
He seems fine.
Do I get more momentum because it was 3 successes? I'm so excited about actually getting momentum now. Thank you.
He seems... Okay, you get this, no one else would. He seems a little confused as to how this has gone. Maybe not what he was expecting.
Oh, Tyrrell.
You're cad dashing.
Deal with this now or deal with this? Let's get on the ship. Can I take a firm grasp of Tyrrell and march him back up to his father?
Yeah.
Not me. His other one. Right?
His father.
Okay.
Not that absolutely strange stranger who was just waltzed
had
up
a
about
heart
half an hour.
You grab hold of...
Not like
So your
violently.
notes at the top just says Barsoom. And you march Tyrrell back onto the ship. You're still there. You're also still there and not quite sure what to make of the situation.
I'm sorry, you Raz the Earthquake right?
Always so good to meet a fan. Yes, it is me. I'm trying to keep a bit of a low profile here.
It's impossible, you're too famous, and I literally am your biggest fan, but probably only in stature.
So good to meet a fan. Tell me, what was your favourite fight?
Oh, probably against the Sandy Ravage.
Sandy Ravage, a worthy opponent.
That was fantastic.
Come.
Oh my god, I'm so honoured.
Let's talk. Let's go
Yeah,
talk.
where are we going? What was what just happened here? I sort of give a kick to one of the assassins on the floor. Get up! Get out of here, you stupid boy! I take his mask off.
Yeah, you better run.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
There's a few of the people in Mars are now trying to get out the door, which you two are standing in front of, and they sort of will come up to the door like, can I get past me?
Who are they speaking to?
Both of you, so guys there.
I clip him round the ear, literally.
Ow.
Get out!
Raz crosses like all 4 of his arms and it's kind of like it gives like a menacing, or at least what he thinks is a menacing glare. Like no words, just like
That's fine.
get out of here.
Yeah. They all start to disembark and run away.
Nice.
Back on the ship, you're leading Tira on the ship. Tira and her father are sort of catching their breath and making sure the other is okay. What are you doing?
I am clearing off the burning wreckage. And so once I've done the emergency, like clearing out the burning wreckage, switching everything off, checking that everything's intact, I'm going to go back and stare in despair at the until recently ideally aligned engine, now once again misaligned.
It's not misaligned to the point where, like, it's still a better ship than it was, but like 98%. Is that anything? Grunting it.
And I'm going to go and I'm going to go and check on this lot.
Cool. So all of you are stepping back on board the ship. It's when you two coming in a little bit later.
Is it worth saying I'm unarmed, as I have always been, totally unarmed, not carrying any weapons? Anything I may have been holding has been very carefully stowed back where it was.
You have a talent that lets you do this quite well, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Cool. No one knows. Cool. The Nalan is talking to his daughter. Are you all right? Everything all right? Yeah. Yes, I'm fine. What did they want? I don't know. I've no idea what's going on here. As you're coming back in, Tyrrell. Oh, you're all right. Yeah.
He's fine.
Fine. Yeah. And they're all sort of hugging each other, and everyone's calming down a bit. Looks like my money was well spent. As you walk back on, and you brought a friend. Hello?
Yes, one of my fans who stepped into the airbase. I imagine wanted to get a closer look at the action, but it's okay, I'm sure she'll soon be on her way. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
It's the earthquake.
Yes.
Your name does precede you. Well, there you go.
Sorry, I'm Theo.
Theo. Wonderful to properly be introduced to you.
Yes.
I would, but...
Dr. Nalantir, pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
Oh, I've just followed Razin, actually.
Were you helping with the assailants earlier? Is that what happened?
She was very
She
useful.
gave them a good telling off.
Well, I'm in your debt. Thank you. That's very kind of you to assist.
No, these nefarious types, nefarious intent and whatnot.
I don't know how I can repay you.
I don't ask for anything.
You're very kind, and this is...
Maybe an autograph.
Maybe that can... I'll leave you two to it then. That's...
Of course.
Well, if we're all right, and some of the equipment is damaged, but...
I
Sorry about
literally
that.
can't resist. As part of my character.
Did any of them... Do you know what they wanted? I don't recognise any of them. Did any of you
I
recognise
got a clue.
them?
They were assassins.
I recognise a coward when I see one.
I'm sorry? As you're like blunt, they were assassins. I beg your pardon?
That's okay.
I don't understand what you mean. They were assassins, you say?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I didn't understand what you... Yes, assassins. One of them was quite good with the swords, actually. Ran away, though.
What did they want? What do you... Have you got any of them for questioning, perhaps? We can talk to one of them?
Oh, well, there might be a few on the floor outside. I'm not sure.
They've all...
That's
Apart
probably...
from the dead
I
ones.
should have thought of that. Tyrrell,
Yeah?
did she say anything?
No, she was... she just grabbed hold of me, and I don't know what was going on. Like, I was... A lot of guns going off, like big explosions and stuff. I was kind of woozy.
I thought assassins killed people.
Mm.
You're not dead.
Lucky me, huh?
Yeah, really lucky.
Could I use a bit of background knowledge about what I know?
Sure.
Like, this specific assassin guild, like, what's their usual modus operandi?
You can spend momentum to gain information, yes. Skoma's a free agent.
Okay,
You didn't recognise the masks. Don't know
Okay.
anything about the group she's working with at the moment.
okay,
But it's very much not her MO to be involved in kidnapping.
okay. That would have been a specific job.
So someone paid them to kidnap my son?
Have you wound anyone up lately?
Who are you talking to?
Nalan.
No, I mentioned what I was doing a couple of days ago, and some people are very interested in Corvus. It's the technology we might be unearthing could be extremely valuable when it comes to medicine. Although, one of the local... what is he? one of the local governors was very interested and asked quite a lot about what I was doing,
And of course you didn't go into detail because that wouldn't be wise.
Oh no, I told him everything. He was fascinated with my work. He was talking about how affecting the mind was something that hadn't quite been perfected yet on Barsoom, and I said, yes, that's right, to fix it. He nodded and went, mm-hmm. So I assumed that was fine.
Sounds fine. Is that not fine?
That's me laughing, not Alan.
I am going to invoke my floor now.
Oh!
And as this is going on, I'm going to look outside, look at the ship, hear about the governor, look out at the bodies and go, right, lovely as this is, are you joining? Because at the moment we're wasting time. Thor. No, I meant, are you joining us? Are you going to be coming with us? You want to hire another one? Looks like she's good in the fight.
Yes.
You're going on a wrestling tour.
This is something a bit on the down low, just some work.
Excuse me, Alan grabs one of your hands and pulls you over out of earshot of everyone else. I'm not a wealthy. I'm not a wealthy man. You seem to know something about these people. I'm very concerned that there might be more of them, or this might be some kind of things might be going wrong here. What I hope to discover should be of incredible use to a lot of people is medicine. You see, but we are also going to an ancient city where there might be valuable items. I could give you, I don't know, first pick of anything that we find that isn't medicinal, perhaps. I don't know if that doesn't break anyone else's contract, I believe, but I don't have anything to offer you otherwise.
I don't know. So these people are employed by you?
The ones in this room.
A
yes.
mission? A quest?
Yes, we're going to the city of Corvus.
Ah.
It's an ancient abandoned city. There's some medical technology that I'd like to uncover.
I don't think you quite understand who you have in your employ. You have Raz the Earthquake Riot.
Yes, I wanted some muscle.
Yes, it is me.
I hope you're...
Can't hear this conversation.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir. I wanted some muscle and some... I was approaching the various different mercenary guilds, the Pantheons, and then a rather exuberant publicity agent told me that if you want muscle, go no further than this, and I was quite drawn in.
Well, yes, understandable. I couldn't possibly have first choice on anything like that, and quite frankly, this sort of stuff doesn't interest me. What I would like, do give that to Raz, because obviously you've undervalued him.
All right.
And I'll just come along for the ride if that's all right.
You don't want anything in repayment?
I'm quite comfortable, to be honest.
Well, in which case, then, welcome aboard. We have a new...
food and water probably
Of
would be
course,
nice. I haven't
yeah.
bought anything, maybe some clothes as well.
Sure, we have many of those, yeah.
Bed.
We could do that, yeah. That's fine.
Fantastic.
We have a new compatriot, everyone.
Hope it's a big bed.
So I didn't catch your name.
Fuel.
Theo will be joining us. Hopefully her knowledge of these people chasing after us could be of assistance.
Great. So you are joining us.
Apparently so.
Right, brilliant. Let's get moving. And I think
we should probably report this to her. Well, if you say so, fine.
we can report it later. Just right, we're on a time. I mean, you were the one who asked me to get you there on time.
No, of course. So thank you.
And we are currently wasting it. So should we have this conversation en route?
I'm very.
Is that your driver?
Yes.
Oh.
No, not necessarily. Not his driver. Like I'm driving them, like the group. But
You are driving us and you're driving me.
Who's wasting time now?
Oh, very good. That was
actually,
a joke.
that's a very good point.
That was
right.
copying what you said, only different.
Thanks, Doctor.
Friends make jokes.
Yeah.
All right, off we go. And as we go, I would like to go past. I'd like to go past you and go. I thought it was you. Cousin's very into you.
Oh.
Big fan. Not me. I don't really watch the wrestling, but I've heard good things. So, good.
I could sign something, or
why not?
yeah.
Why not? Do you take the ship out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get a move on.
The gangplank goes up. All the remaining boxes are brought on board. Dr. Tier and his kids are going to be looking through the equipment very carefully, trying to get a better sense of how much damage has been done and what might need to be sorted out differently.
Can I be with them and can, when there's an opportune time, have a quiet chat with Tyrrell?
We'll do that en route if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
So you're flying the ship, which probably requires you to stand on deck in front of some kind of
badass kind of
helm thing.
So the top deck is open.
Top deck is open, and then there's midships, which is an open, large cargo hold. What would you all like to do on the journey, apart from you, because I know what you want to do?
Because I just told you.
I want to fangirl Raz.
Yeah, I'm so obviously very happy to have this conversation, as my floor dictates. I have a floor called No Pictures, Please, where I can and will give in to like any ego stroking whatsoever.
The ship flies off using your 9th ray technology and slowly and quickly flies off into the sky and will be making its way towards Corvus. So you two are having a good old fan off.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. You're flying the ship.
Yep.
On the journey, Tyrrell is working. The journey does take a bit of time, a couple of hours at least, to start getting out of Helium and towards Corvus. As the ship is flying off and out, the Martian landscape becomes very open and wide. Big red hills, quite a lot of sand. There's no water on Mars. Water is provided via aqueducts that come from a plant up in the polar ice caps. So very few rivers and things. This is a very desolate landscape that you're flying across. Very much where you're from. So yes, very home-like for you. Tyrrell will break off from his sister and father at a certain point and make his way onto the top deck. If you wanted to speak to him by yourself.
I will, really casually follow him.
Mm-hmm.
Not threatening in any way, shape or form.
No problem.
Just like books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a saunter. Definite saunter.
Oh, you're sauntering?
I'm so please don't make me roll for sauntering.
Please roll for sauntering.
What kind of saunter are we talking here?
Casual.
It's
breezy.
It's breezy, not
Breezy.
seductive. I was just checking.
No.
So it's a breezy saunter.
Breezy saunter.
Breezy saunter, okay. Saunter?
Passing rogue.
If I was going to be seducing anyone, it would definitely not be him.
Oh, never mind.
The scientific equipment.
There we go.
He's leaning over the... there's a small balustrade, leaning on it, gazing out into the Martian sky.
And that is the only barrier between him and the ground.
Correct.
Excellent.
Don't botch the roll.
Now I'll roll this. You
so tell me... Oh.
Oh no.
Complications don't kill people.
Yeah.
Rappers do. Go
on. I will just lean on the rail next to him.
Uh-huh.
And go, ooh, that was quite a close shave you had.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't tend to get into many situations where there's a threat, but I always felt like if I did, I'd be super okay at handling. Shut up, Toby. I'd be super good at handling it, and after the fact, looking back on it now, yeah, I'm pretty okay with how it went. I think it could have been a bit more forthright, a bit more
You mean
put 'em up.
you could have done anything except hold her hand and follow her without putting up any of a fight?
I was really dazed, God damn it!
You can't see me.
I couldn't see shit. It was pretty dark in there as well, yeah.
But you're really happy with how you behaved with that?
Well, I wish I'd had the wherewithal to give her a quick 1-2, but I was nearly there. Giving another couple of minutes.
Hours.
Give me another couple of towel and I would have shaken.
Odds.
Odds are years.
Yes, that was deliberate for
I
once.
see. All right.
Yeah. So apart from that,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't seem that surprised.
What?
You didn't seem that surprised.
By what?
The kidnapping.
Yeah. I was pretty surprised.
Now you listen to me.
Is this a roll?
I love just the giving up on the
Roleplay.
Yeah.
Is this a roll off?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you rolling?
obviously.
Till's
Reason and
rubbish at
empathy.
Reason and empathy.
Yes.
Okay, to try and.
Drop him off the ship. No, make him tell me the truth.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure that I spotted a lie going on.
Uh-huh.
that's
Where did you roll?
a lot of failures. So
yeah.
No,
take 2 momentum,
Thank you.
and that wasn't that.
That's-
That wasn't a 1 before.
Oh,
I
okay.
have just accidentally bodged it.
I was going to say, that's not a favour.
That is a
that
one.
is a one.
That's gone from 1 success into 4 successes because that was a 5, a 3, and a 1. Oh, but all of those are underneath my lowest, so suddenly that is 7
Loads.
successes.
Oh, snap.
Can I have my momentum back, please?
I like all the momentum there. Yeah.
All I can imagine is now you listen to me. like a shockwave.
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome. What do you say?
I know that it's very difficult to be in your father's shadow and to be followed around by your sister all the time. And I understand you've had how being born into a position of privilege is really difficult for you. And it's made life just hard. And I'm here to help. I really,
It's like you totally get me.
I really just get you. I'm really here to help. Do you know what?
You're right, it's really tough, and no one ever says it's tough for me.
Do you know, I see you. And I see how well you do with that life that's tough for you. But do you know what, mate? I can't help you if you don't tell me the truth. I'm with you. I don't care about your dad and your sister. I get you. But I need you to be, like, honest with me.
Okay, like, between you and me, yeah?
Yeah, totally between us.
Great. The other day, I was having a drink with some friends, you know, just catching up,
Yeah.
shooting the shit, you know. Like, okay. And I was talking about what Dad was doing, and that lady who was here, the one who grabbed my hand, she was at the bar and she overheard what I was talking about, and she joined the conversation and was really friendly, and said that she would love to like find out more about it. I was like, cool, yeah. She was like, I'd love you to take me there, and I was like, wow, like take you to Corvus, and I was like, well, but my dad's going there in a couple of days, and I don't want to like do a rival expedition because that would be a bit shit. You know?
Yeah.
To which she said, hey, well, how about like a fake kidnapping? You know, I'll grab you and then we can go there, and then it's like you told me where I was supposed to go and you're fine, and in return I would get like all the accolades for like finding the stuff, and anything I found with her I could show like I was like as good as my dad and stuff. See what I mean?
Yeah, totally, absolutely. What on earth were you thinking?
What?
With me now, downstairs.
I thought it was between you and me.
Yeah, I lied.
It's fragile trust. Just
It's got you, it's fine.
does.
I mean,
It's got something
Good cop,
on here.
bad cop. Good wrestler, bad academic.
I am a great
Oh, no, you're right.
academic.
I am a great academic.
but all I did
I
was
am an excellent thief.
I just wanted to, like, you said, like, I wanted to step out of the shadow a bit and do my own thing.
By completely undercutting his entire life's work and sending a possibly incredibly dangerous and definitely violent criminal
I didn't know
into...
she was dangerous and violent.
You gave one tiny mishap and she immediately suggested, I know, fake kidnapping. She doesn't sound like a super sanely healthy person
I
to
thought it
be
sounded
around.
like a really good plan, like in all the books and stuff.
You read?
What the fuck? That's really harsh.
Right. You're going to come with me and you're going to tell your father and sister everything you've just told me, and then as you like reading so much, I will set you a reading list of morals, ethics, and philosophy, and you can learn how to act like a proper person.
Not Parry Hotter then.
Yeah. And you can't do anything about it.
When you roll a lot of successes.
Yeah,
If I
7. Oh, I'm getting a little...
Goes downstairs with you.
Dr. Tia,
Yes.
your son has something he'd like to tell you.
This is the parenting game, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. Fun parent is away and our strict parent.
Yeah.
So, Dad, I think the kidnapping thing was kind of my fault.
Think?
Kind of.
You
You're
didn't
bad.
think, did you?
Sorry, I don't quite understand. The lady who was here, I met her and there was going to be a fake kidnapping and stuff.
Are we there?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, we're here.
There was gonna be a fake kidnapping and stuff, and I think it all got kind of out of hand. I didn't know she was going to bring that many people with like guns and stuff. That's like not what I was expecting at all. I thought this was going to be different. I'm really sorry. Oh well. There, it's all right. We all make mistakes. It's not a problem.
This is why you're like this.
No, it's... You know what? Teens will be teens. And
Oh.
I'm
he made a
22.
mistake. Classic
Right.
teens.
So long story short,
Scared the
he
shit out of me.
immediately made a plan with a stranger to undercut your life's work, take all the glory for himself, and put possibly his life and possibly yours in absolute immediate danger. It's all fine. We fixed it. You should maybe do the discipline thing now. I'm going to go and read because this has taken too much research time already.
I think I understand what you mean. He needs some more tough love. Is there a chair nearby?
Yeah.
I've left. I've gone with my books.
Yeah, I sit backwards on the chair and I
Cool.
would like to do another kind of heart to heart.
Sure. Roll me a heart-to-heart check.
Yeah, what was that last time? Empathy and
Empathy and
Empathy and
passion.
passion.
Empathy and passion. Yes, it was.
Come on, son. Get head in the game.
Can I help?
Very much.
You can also be part of the conversation. You can roll different things. You're not
Yeah.
quite in the same way in D&D.
Come on,
By the way,
back.
there's a lot of green Martians just going.
Very tall, multiple arms.
Yeah.
Well, in Green Martian culture, I think originally undercutting your parent to get the glory is probably quite a cool thing to do.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
So
know
you don't
too
have
much
parents, so
about
it's
that.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, punch a wall.
Oh,
Good try, kid, but you screwed it up. Listen to Raz. Raz knows.
What are you rolling?
Does Raz know? That is one. It's 2 successes because I rolled 5. But yeah, just 2 successes.
2 successes.
I would
Yes.
say either daring and might or might and passion.
Go for it. Might and passion sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And I'm literally
I punch a
punching the
wall
wall
passionately.
with my lower right.
Clong.
So they go,
What?
you did good, kid, but not good enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
20.
Oh, that's really fitting.
You're going to damage the ship, aren't you?
So
It's on
actually, the
fire.
10 is a success, but
Okay.
I get a complication.
Between the two of you, please tell me how you right this situation. Tyr is standing with his son, not quite sure how to make this teachable moment because Tyr's a bit pushover. And his daughter is off to one side just watching with like a
Yeah.
slow shake of the head. Can you save the punching the wall bit to like the end?
Yeah, and
That's the complication.
I'd just like to add that what you don't know is parents and airships.
What?
So whilst giving a parenting talk,
Green Martians don't know who their parents are because they're a tribal culture.
yeah,
And also, Green Martians don't tend to fly in airships.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
this is quite a new experience for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's all
There's like a sort of panel with lights and switches. Ah! Hey, good.
I'm
Say
trying
that
to
till the
learn how
end
to
of
be
the
a parent
episode.
here.
Go on, give us a teachable moment and then destroy it.
yes.
Absolutely.
Go.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Tyrol. You messed up, buddy.
You messed up.
You messed up. And
No.
there will be consequences, but what we want you to know is we're still proud of you and we still think you can be a better man.
Yeah, stronger.
And you got so much growing to go in you.
A lot more. How tall do you? Well,
Yeah.
probably some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you really
You'll be
think-
tallish.
Like I know I did the wrong thing, yeah, but I was just trying to, do something different. Like trying to do my own.
Oh, of
things,
course.
my own
Let me
ways,
let me tell you an anecdote. One time in the ring, I tried to do something a bit different once.
Oh, was
I
this?
thought- yeah, this was against Conchina. Against Conchina. And I thought instead of going in with my usual 2 fists then chair, I thought I'd start with the chair, get the crowd, a bit of a different thing for the crowd.
Right,
It
yeah.
didn't go well.
Oh no.
That's not to say you should never try different things. Always try something new.
I'm trying
But-
things, new things.
But think of the consequences.
Consequences.
The consequences being that chair broke, and then I had nothing to go back to. And I had to stay using my fist that whole match.
It was still a great match.
It was. It's very kind of you to say. It's really lovely having you on board.
It was a great match. You should have seen it.
But
I'm really interested.
Like, you might not know this. This is a bit of fan trivia. Only some people know this. Is I broke actually 3 fingers on my upper right hand.
I heard that. I didn't know if it was true.
Yeah. No. I mean, you can see if you replay the footage. Like, I'm actually in a bit of pain. But
I did actually replay the footage. I still wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, because some people saw like
in my head with my very good memory.
some people thought, amazing performance from Raz. No, I was really in pain. So the moral is, where was I?
Save the chair.
Save the chair.
Right.
For once you've realised what you're going to do with it. Save the idea. Save the grand gesture. Once you know you can do good with it.
Yeah, I think I get the metaphor. That's really useful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good. You're a good kid.
Yeah, you're a good kid.
Good kid,
I'm
Tyrell.
trying,
You got loads of people here who are on your side.
Do more push-ups.
What?
You can do some push-ups if you want to.
Yeah, it's not really
Just because your old man's a wrestler doesn't mean...
my dad's a scientist.
Oh yeah.
Dad's
Parents.
loads of shapes and sizes. And forms.
Don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, neither of us know our parents.
This is why I mean, parents screw you up.
Allegedly.
His dad's right there.
Shut up.
Yeah, parents don't always know what they're talking about. Sometimes parents just don't understand.
Yeah.
Were you going to punch your wall or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Excellent form.
While you're flying, the left-hand side of the ship starts listing lazily downwards at a really odd angle. The whole ship just it starts leaning awkwardly.
Raz is part half-green Martian and doesn't know anything about airships, so doesn't really know anything's going on. This could be steering, so it just goes, great form. What you might want to do next time is tighten the core.
Thanks. I do a lot
No
of
problem. We'll talk over it later.
the Martianese.
I do know about
Martian
airships
glasses.
and also about science, and I would like to come running up to where you are and go, what just happened?
Because I think the response would be as soon as there's a and it starts listing, there's just a. And if you say what happened, I'm gonna go. I'm on it. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it. Come on.
Can we help?
I don't know yet. Let's have a look.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wander down and go. Right. What do you know about airships?
Are you both off the top deck?
Oh, I mean,
I'm following you.
I'm on the top deck. I'm basically gonna do like whatever the equivalent of autopilot is, but like it's a slightly.
A rope.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just like right, hold that, get a rope, and just like tie it round the helm and go right. Never mind. Where's the daughter? Is she on deck?
Everyone else is on the lower deck, engaging in this
watching
teachable
this?
moment.
As I come down the stairs, kind of clomping down the stairs, I go, right, can one person go up on the top deck and just keep an eye on the steering wheel, all right? I'm going to go down and make some repairs.
Should we go and steer the ship?
Yes, absolutely.
And
Yeah!
I'd like to say,
High five!
at that point, I'd like to look over
Green.
and see the panel and just go,
And
so, that panel wasn't like that
I'm
earlier.
obliviously walking upstairs
Yeah,
with
we
Raz.
just-
What happened to the panel?
They're both gone on the upper deck now.
Don't.
the tiers.
Extremely pleased with
Yeah.
ourselves.
You know what, let me check what I know about airships. Oh, nothing. So this is
Are the
great.
tiers red Martians?
Yes.
In that case, I will go, Tira, go with them. Don't let them touch anything.
Yeah, don't let them touch anything. You two, can you...
We're
Eyes
on
not...
the case!
Eyes, not hands, all right? Eyes, not hands. I just want you to keep an eye out. Don't touch nothing. I've made some very specific personal changes to this ship, which I wouldn't advise you getting involved with, even if you think you know what you're doing, all right?
Tira comes running up the stairs. What are you two doing upstairs?
We've got a lot more hands than eyes. Do you want to...
Tira, keep an eye on them, all right?
Well, what are you doing as she runs up on deck?
I've heard him. I'm not going to deliberately disobey.
Right.
Pull levers with gleeful abandon.
Don't do that.
No.
Are you going to have a look?
Keep my eyes on it like I've been told to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to help.
I'm looking around the wastelands. Home.
Can you both roll me...
Oh, no.
daring, and reason.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Nice.
That is one. No, it's one success.
One success for me as well.
Not high enough.
Good.
Figures.
There is a distant crack, which you recognise. It's a gun being fired from a very long way away.
I would like to duck and sort of protect. Yeah? I can do something?
Sure, if you like.
Cool. I want to throw myself at Raz, sort of in a spectacular 15-foot, 1.5 ads,
My fans,
four-armed.
my fans are so dedicated.
Mr. President!
A shot suddenly hits you in an upper arm. And as you are Mr. Presidented down onto the deck, Tira just goes down on the deck as well. You hear more cracks. There's about 4 or 5, and like bullets are impacting the side of the ship. You have taken 4 points of injury.
Oh dear.
Is the stuff cleared from the
It has cleared
last?
from the previous one, yes.
Oh, so are we back to normal scene level?
Yes.
So I lost the remainder of my momentum in that case.
Oh, thank you, yes.
And do the rest of us get our base level momentum?
Nope, you only go back, you only lose down to your base level momentum. Which is
But do we recover?
No.
Oh.
And if you roll good things,
Boo!
I had no momentum at the end of that scene.
you have a lot of momentum at the end of that scene, so you will quite a lot of it back. You'll have to have 4.
But haven't I got some synth by yelling at two?
Oh, you did. You got
Yeah.
4 back. Have you got about 8 now?
Oh,
It's
I'm-
fine. You've
yeah,
got
I
that,
think
mate.
I've got
It's
it back.
fine. No problem.
Cool.
Cool.
We're under attack!
There are gunshots echoing and impacting the side of the ship.
Oh, bloody hell.
It wasn't us!
It's alright, I know it wasn't you. Bloody hell.
What would everyone like to do?
I would like to unsling my sniper rifle. Say, stay down, Raz. And sort of take a very well oiled, not literally, sniper position on the deck, on a knee,
Yep.
using something as cover,
There
and
is a
trying to
balustrade, that's
see
fine.
what is going on through the scope of my sniper rifle.
Cool. This is an extremely difficult thing to do, so you are welcome to make effectively an attack roll to see if you can find someone and shoot them.
I'm not necessarily shooting them, I just want to see what's going on.
In which case, you do me a daring and reason, trying to work out what direction things are coming from, sort of thing.
Okay.
You can add things to this. I will warn you now, it is an extremely difficult task.
Then I should like to use a luck.
Ooh.
Automatically get 2 successes, but what happens next?
I may add some momentum as well.
Flip side.
I would like to use 2 momentum as well. What was this?
Daring and reason. How many successes is that? You've already rolled.
It's just the luck.
Oh, I see.
So I'm using the momentum to roll 2
Oh, I see.
more dice.
So you've effectively got two
2
successes.
successes from the
Yeah.
luck.
Okay.
2 more.
Yeah.
On 4 successes, this is extremely difficult. Trying to find enemy snipers at range is incredibly difficult.
Takes one to know.
You very quickly, looking at the angle of the shot, as another one ping, bounces off the balustrade ahead of you. Bead a shot, sort of trying to get a sense, and you can see 5 green Martians,
Oh.
all spaced out across a ridge, aiming up at the ship with rifles and firing.
Lovely.
Is that bit from Star Wars Episode 1?
Yes.
I'm getting all the knowledge at the moment. As I
There is
know...
also another one who is on a...
Speeder bike, say speeder bike.
It's not a speed bike. Wrong kind of technology. But there is one on a... I forgot what it's called. There's another word for this kind of animal. I'm going to find that. No, it's not. It's not on a horse.
Thoat.
It's not on a thoat. Not on a thoat.
Are they the horses?
Cannot.
Thoughts are kind of like...
I'm just going to keep saying Martian words.
Oh, if only I were a Earthborn Mr. Heritage, I would jump on that beast and ride it.
It's a long, long, long way away. Cats are dogs. Bouncer, cat,
Lion.
sorry, lots of different Martian words.
So as I know about my horde and my leader and my culture and stuff.
An Orluk and an Orluk. No, that's ice. It's not an Orluk. It's a an Ulcio. It's a big rat.
Nice.
Lovely.
Six-legged, pinkish grey, and hairless rat-like creature.
Nice.
The picture's
What was
cool.
that thing I had
Can
in
I see the
college
picture?
earlier?
Without the stats. Look at
Oh,
that.
no, that's cute.
That is cute. That's not cute.
Oh no, he's lovely.
Squeak.
Yeah, he's John Carter's pet.
Oh.
Although I said I don't want to shoot them, my moral compass doesn't extend to giant hairless rat beasts. Can I shoot that as I see it?
You want to shoot the Ulcio, who's done nothing to you.
Hang on. Let's have a discussion about Martian animal rights. Thinking.
This would be a good way to slow them down if they were following you, say.
Yeah. Well, so from my knowledge of my culture, is this basically a bunch of green Martians who are ambushing any old hoo-ha, or do I think they're potentially hired to stop us, maybe by Skoma?
Roll me an empathy and reason check.
I'm pleased you're using all my best stats, Chris.
Empathy and reason. They're really your best stats.
1!
Hey!
One success, two successes.
Yes. Definitely not one.
Yeah. You don't know. You may fairly assume that you know that Green Martians attacking a flying ship is not peculiar.
We hate them. We hate flying ships.
Yeah.
Don't understand.
Damn people in their sky
Don't
castles.
like them.
However, someone riding an Ulcio implies someone of greater rank, so this being like a sort of raiding party feels a bit odd.
So, okay. I probably would just like to shoot the rat in the head.
Oh no.
Can I do that?
It's enormous.
Unless anyone else wants to do anything, because we've had turns.
I'll leave this up to her, I think.
I would like to use the fact I know how airships work and my wealth of knowledge talent. Get the ship moving faster, better, away from
Are
the
you doing
people
that as
shooting
well?
at
I
us.
am going to be working out what's happened and repairing it.
Why don't the two of you roll me 2 separate checks to fix the ship and do it together as a team?
Cool.
Reason and empathy? Reason.
Reason I will allow.
I thought you meant empathy for the teamwork thing.
Oh, I see.
Because I think that's
If-
going to be an
if-
effort for both of us.
If you're basically there saying, I'm here to help, what can I do, and you're working with him, then yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Well, what Cord would do. I wouldn't.
So, in which case, if you say that, I'm gonna if you head upstairs, get on the helm, try to keep us steady. You know your way around one of these things.
Yep.
Great, fantastic. Right, I'll try to fix this up.
There was no empathy in that.
Well, you
I
role
feel
played in
I
a
do.
different direction.
Oh, sorry.
I need to use empathy.
At this
Cunning?
point,
Reason and cunning?
Well, I think maybe in which case, let's give you a different ramp into it.
there you go.
I think what it is I look at the smashed panel and I go, literally, just replace that. and I start to like unscrew it.
Oh,
and
it's
take the bolts
horrible
off.
when they break things, isn't it?
And it is. Could you keep it going steady? So
Look
I've got
at my
a steady.
empathy.
So I've got a steady. Could you keep the ship going steady so I can do this without
I
getting
will.
thrown about?
You're going to do it. You'll fix it.
Thanks,
She'll
Cord.
be good as new.
Thanks, Cord. Nice. How about that for empathy? And
Very empathetic.
and I am gonna definitely spend a momentum card to get 4 dice.
I forgot to write down what my wealth of knowledge does. As in mechanics-wise. I know it means I know things, but is that an extra 2d20 as usual?
My thing means I know things, but I don't know what it does.
Basically.
Wealth
And my
of-
handbook is not loading fast enough.
So I go. Wealth of Nerdurge. Nope. Can't find it. It's done. It's all done. Can't find it. It's gone.
It's under the...
Oh, it's under your science thing.
Yeah, under the science thing.
Ah,
The
it's
scholar thingy.
Skirter. You may reroll any single failed die in a science-related reason test, which this is.
Perfect.
That's a
Both are successes. So.
Nice, spicy.
And actually, one of them is a double, so 3 successes.
One's a 1, or one's below.
It's a 6.
3 successes. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. I'm rolling 5 because I have 2 from my. What do you mean, a piece of junk? 2 basic and then 1 from the card I've just spent.
Yes.
And as I said, for Fluff's purposes, I would like this. This is the
I have
one bit of the ship
So pretty.
that I had just forked out for and replaced with like an actual up-to-date piece of machinery.
Yep.
And so the way I would like to replace it is by looking at it in vague despair and then going down into basically the equivalent of a shed, so basically like the storage room of the ship, and pulling out the old one that I didn't get rid of. This shed is just like full of all of the bits that I haven't got rid of.
Yeah, you do it.
It's also where the medical kit is. I'm just going to go on like muttering under my breath as I just sort of pull everything out, kind of. Let's have a look, see how we do. Ooh, that's a bad thing.
No, it's not.
What am I rolling? What's that going to be? Is that going to be reason plus?
Daring.
Reason plus daring. It's still
That's
not
good for you.
it's still not
better.
great. Reason plus daring is a 16. Does a 16 succeed?
Yes.
Yes. So that's 3 successes and 2 failures.
3 successes is enough. You go down into the. You'll start reattaching this as gunshots keep firing.
Yeah.
Like, as you lean down to pick it up, there's like a ping, and a bullet just goes straight.
And I
through
think
the front
just
of you.
because I can, I go, stop blowing holes in my ship!
Yeah.
Yeah. Nosebleed. Yeah, and just kind of, replacing that, muttering to myself.
Yes. No problem.
Yeah.
You do that.
Do I get a momentum, or did I equal?
You equaled.
Okay.
Fixing this ship on flight while moving is not easy.
Man, I still did it.
So you had some very able assistance.
Yes,
so I'm
I
allowing
did,
that to sort of
indeed.
lean over.
Did I also equal rather than exceed with my 3
Yes.
successes?
You are moving your way together. You have managed to take this dire situation and make it a lot less dire.
Yay!
You have run upstairs. Are you trying to pilot the ship?
Apparently so.
You are partially Red Martian, so you do know your way
Yes,
around them.
I
So.
know how to pilot, and you've given me permission to. So yes, I
Would you
will.
roll me daring plus might, please?
Are you sure?
Yes, you're being shot at.
Great.
What is it you're trying to do?
Fly.
Oh, okay.
Fly.
I can't help with that.
Oh, okay. That could have been way worse. That is 1 failure and 1 success. And do I pay momentum to just re-roll?
To add. To add.
Yeah,
dice.
to add.
To add
Die.
dice.
Such a low barrier, but yes, I will pay momentum. I'll pay luck in a minute if I have to.
Nice.
Oh, yes, that is equal. So that's 2 successes.
2 successes. It's not enough to stop this happening. Good.
Do you want some luck?
No. You can give me luck if you. No,
Is it
I think
too
at
late?
this point it's too late. It's
Okay.
done.
Yeah.
Because the person on the back of the was it an Ulcio, the rat, is an expert shot.
Definitely moved into prime shoot me position, didn't
As
I?
you jump to the wheel of the ship,
Yeah.
and as you're beading on the Ulcio, you can see the figure on the back pull out a rifle not too dissimilar from yours.
Oh.
All these
That's right.
disguise makers.
Yeah.
And lines up a shot, and you both shoot at the same time. So make me the roll against the Ulcio. The bullets aren't going to hit each other, are they? I mean, come on.
Come on, it's pulp. It's pulp adventure. That would be badass.
It wouldn't happen! They're both shooting over an exceedingly long range.
Terrible,
They're
terrible.
both probably shooting at that sort of an angle to hit a ship over
Are
there.
these
it's
the
pulp
bullets that explode?
fiction.
Are these the bullets that explode in sunlight? Okay.
I get-
That would be really impractical. As soon as you shot them out the gun, they would just
Yeah,
explode.
they would just explode.
Oh no, they're in.
They're
The
in a
law
glass
says they're in
canister when
a
it shatters,
canister.
yeah.
For a gunshot.
Cunning plus.
Reason, isn't it? Yeah. Cunning
So I
plus
get 1 success. Oh no, 2 successes because I got a 3, which is below the lowest.
Yeah, it was 3 successes to hit once.
I only got 2 successes.
Yeah, you missed the rat creature.
Even though it's really big.
Yeah, it's a long way. I had to roll a lot of dice and burn a lot of threat to even get this shot off.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
Sucking up the threat, team.
No, I think I am.
Through
He's
my
shooting
eyeball.
at me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
4 injury as a wound as you are shot, and I don't know where you're shot, but you get to the wheel and just
I
take
mean,
a
4
bullet.
for me is close to
Yeah.
poorly.
Yeah.
I probably shot somewhere quite important.
Stomach.
Oh dear.
No? Shoulder?
Shoulder. As you get to the wheel, you're blasted off the wheel by a gunshot, and you see him beat up, and it's definitely a war chief or something similar.
Raz, you alright?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Raz the Earthquake is always alright.
The ship is now speeding up and moving past.
What's happening?
Okay.
So it's like sort of something
Cord's just holding on,
Yeah.
bleeding, not blacking out.
The others are going to shoot as well. They're much less good at this.
Good!
You're just
All
being,
critical successes.
Stop it, stop it. I will
Cord
die.
explodes.
you're just being tough, Raz, because I thought I heard a hit then.
Yeah,
From
there sure
the
was.
other end of the deck, you hear a ow!
There is another bullet that wings you, and you take 1 point of damage, so that's now a wound.
Oh no.
Right, great.
That's all of them have shot now, and the ship is moving fast, so they probably won't get another shot off. You might.
Yeah, I want to shoot that rat thing, because they can move. Can they move?
It was okay, yeah.
They can move, so I'm going to shoot that rat thing.
Cool. Make another roll. It is very hard to hit it. It's a long way away.
But it's big. And I'm an expert shot, too.
Uh-huh.
2 successes on that, and I get another 2, because I'm an expert rifleman. Riflewoman.
No.
Oh, no.
12.
No, your 12 is actually, yeah. So that's 3 successes.
Just misses. We're very near the end of the session.
Do it.
I use my luck!
Nice.
5 successes!
That counts as 2 successes, so you do hit. What with the damage?
Yeah. Can I get
Bounces
some
off
momentum,
another bullet.
please?
Sorry?
Yeah, momentum. I'm going to use these.
Yep. It's not a minion.
Oh, hang on. Was it 2... did I get 2 extra successes? Because also I get an extra momentum if I'm using a rifle, and I get momentum. So if it's supposed to be 2, I get 3. But if
Okay.
it's supposed to be 1, I get... I'm just going to use them all anyway.
Yeah, okay, fine. That's rolling an extra 2 damage die.
Okay. I also get an extra 1 because I'm an expert.
So that's 4.
Rifleman. Cool.
Do you have enough D6?
Would you like any of these?
So I get 3 normally because it's 2 plus 1.
Yes.
What does the momentum do?
Oh, they add on. You gave me 3, didn't you? So throw 3 on top of that.
Nice. I'll just roll these twice.
Alright, fair enough.
Thank you. I'm going to roll these John
Hello.
Carter dice. That's
Hello,
1,
dice
2.
seller.
Oh, hang on. Is that with effect?
It is with effect, yes.
Nice. So that's
I am riding into battle.
Dice.
I want to
Ooh.
assist
7,
dice.
8.
Nice.
Alright.
As the ship is going past, you very carefully aim and suddenly go, wind shear. Go slightly off.
Crazy
And as you
airships.
do, you can see the Green Martian on the back is beading up and sees you, and your scopes glint off each other briefly before you shoot, and suddenly the creature underneath him rears and he goes flying off the back as it collapses
Nice.
to the ground. He's got it in the eye, and the ship is speeding off, and they are left behind.
Raz, you alright?
I've been better. But yes, fine. Ready to rumble on another day.
Cool.
What's happened?
Who was that? Scientist!
Scientist, hello. No, I know your name.
Hey!
Cord.
Get out my healing
Cord.
balm!
Which removes a wound.
Healing balm!
And as you patch her up,
I think
and as the ship is flying towards Corvus, that's where we're going to tie up.
very nice.
Ah.
Nice. Well done, everyone. First round of John Carter. How are we all feeling?
That was a lot of fun.
Excellent. Splendid. Well, this was the first. We are doing more. We have been asked to do a mini campaign in John Carter, which is what we're going to do. So we'll be running another 3 sessions, maybe 4, maybe 5, depending on how much time we have and how much we get done. That'll be over the next couple of months, so keep your eyes peeled to our social media for more announcements of the 2nd, 3rd, 4th installments of this game. Thank you so much for joining us. We are Adventurers Wanted. You can find us on nearly everything as Adventurers Wanted. On Twitter, we're Adventurers250, because our first show is 250 hours long. We also play every Monday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. GMT on the official Wizards D&D channel. That's where we're playing Dungeons & Dragons. We're in just over halfway through a campaign set in Baldur's Gate called Frames, all about art and heists and seedy underbellies of seedy cities like Baldur's Gate. So do join us there. It's a lot of fun. And we also do a live D&D show on the first Tuesday of every month in London. So at the Rosemary Branch Theatre. You can join us there in person. Or if you would prefer to, it'll be streamed on the internet on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/AdventurersWanted, on the Wednesday after that, Wednesday evening. That's a campaign called Undergods, run by Chloe, who runs the company with me, and is an exciting game that I play in. So come and join us for that as well. We also have other Star Trek one-shots with Modifius' 2D20 system on our YouTube channels, and we stream those as well. There's more coming up in the next month or two. Do check those out as well. I think that's basically it for now, but yes, we do a lot of things, basically, a lot of things. If you would like what we do support us on Patreon, if you can, it's patreon.com/adventurerswanted, where you can get homebrews, access to other stuff that we do here, and tickets to Undergod become part of your patronage. So that's a nice, easy way to be a patron and also come and see what we do if you're a Londoner. A big thanks again to Ultra Pro. Where's that lovely beholder gone?
Oh, you put it down.
That's it. There it is. Don't forget to look out for your Xanathar dice bags, available at ultrapro.com, and they have lots of other stuff on their stuff there to check out. And if you're a D&D player, D&D Beyond is the digital tool for you. We use it in all our D&D games and can recommend. An incredibly useful play to play the game in a more digital capacity without books and papers everywhere, and I actually quite like that. But yes, that's it from me. Thank you, everyone. Anyone got anything to add?
Barsoom!
Barsoom!